Live episode 160 Saturday, May 21st, not Sunday, May 22nd. If you're live, you understand the joke. We're going live right now to talk about She-Hulk, Daredevil, The Boys, Obi-Wan, everything going on right now. Tune in to the live show. Whoa, welcome back, everyone. It's the Councilmen Show. We are here. I'm Albert. That's Ariq. We are here to provide you some movie news, and this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm not Kelvin. Usually, Kelvin does the intro. This feels weird. I haven't done
I
the
know.
intro in so long.
We're literally missing half the members. Let's go.
The snap happened. The snap happened again recently, and
Mhm.
we're the chosen few that survive. I know everyone in the live chat are survivors as well.
Yep.
So we're here to we stick together. Uh, but yeah, we got plenty of news here today to talk about. We got stuff from the MCU regarding Daredevil, regarding Echo, regarding She-Hulk trailer that dropped. We got Star Wars news from Vanity Fair. We got news about Margot Robbie and her recent projects, Stranger Things season 4. Lots of trailers, so we'll get to all of that later here today. But before we start, as always, thank you everyone for chiming in. If you're watching live, thank you for joining the stream team live chat right there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video. If you're listening on audio, thank you to listen to us on audio podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever the Councilman Show. You can also find us at Councilman Show in Twitter and Instagram to see our live updates and whatnot, as well as check out our merch store, tpublic.com/user says councilman show to get those exclusive merch before they get taken down by any reason.
By
We'll
any
talk
reason.
about it. But this should be a fun show. Ariq, shall we just jump into the show?
Yes. So we're gonna start off with our usual, as Kelvin says, the weekly watchies. And if you don't mind, Albert, I kind of want to start it out first
Go
because
ahead.
right, because to be honest, it's such a shame that Teguh isn't here. But anyway, so I didn't watch a movie, but I did finish two shows this week.
Ooh, okay.
No, one of them was the ongoing one. The was it
Hello.
as some of you guys know, I was watching the Halo TV series.
Yeah.
Uh, oh God,
Get worse.
it's finally over. The final episode has finally aired. That thing started a week before what is it, Moon Knight, by the way, and it only ended now.
Oh,
So yeah, how do I put it? It's horrible. It's bad. The only few times it was good is when there was action, and you get about I don't know, a total of about 40 minutes of action throughout 9 episodes, and each episode is about like 45 minutes. So yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So apart from that, like it's all just random exposition. It's pretty boring. But honestly, it's not the worst TV show I've ever watched because that would still be what is it, Iron Fist season 1. That's
Episode
still
one.
that's still worse. This is probably second worst TV series I've ever watched. So yeah, do not recommend. I think they are announcing a second season, but honestly, who cares? Who cares at this point? Nobody wants to watch that.
Yeah, that I
Mhm.
mean that's a really low bar for a movie. I mean for a
Yeah,
show to compare it
yeah,
to.
I know. It's better than Iron Fist G. So list like many other things, like everything else. Um,
Yeah.
but this kind of like leads to the next series I watched because I was like curious, like what if Halo was actually a good TV series, right? So I was like curious what it would be like. So
Okay.
I watched The Mandalorian.
Oh wait, you never saw the Mandalorian?
No. I
I
watched
thought
the
you
first
have
few
for some
episodes.
reason.
No, I've watched the first 2 episodes, but then like internet connectivity problems and that. So I just kind of quit. Now I picked it up again. I watched the whole thing, and honestly, I think out of everything I've seen on Disney Plus, all the series we've watched from like Marvel. I think this is actually like the best thing I've seen from Disney Plus, like the best series. I don't know. It's just like it's complete. It has like everything. It has like a proper storyline, a character that keeps his helmet on. You know, and I like the and I don't know why, but the more I think about it, it's like Pedro Pascal is such an incredible actor because he can play like any role, comedic roles. He can play like more serious roles, and in Game of Thrones, he played like a very flamboyant role until his head got smashed in. Spoilers. So I don't know, yeah, but yeah, no, like the whole series, just in general, it's really amazing, and I was like, to be honest, I was already spoiled by some things. Like I knew for a fact, like Ahsoka was like back. I knew
Oh,
in the end
so
it
you
was Luke
completed
Skywalker.
season 1 and season 2 directly already?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was
Oh,
too hooked in. I was like watching, like, okay, this is pretty cool. I
all
just kept
right.
watching the next and the next. I was like, damn. I didn't actually know it was made by John Favreau. I think he mentioned it a long
Yeah.
time ago at some point, but
Yeah,
I was like
I don't
surprised.
remember. I think you're right. I think John Favreau is the main showrunner. I think Dave Filoni is involved in a way. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, John Favreau is the main showrunner.
And that's why I kind of want to ask you, like, you said you started watching what is it, Book of Boba Fett? Was that not as good so far?
Um, yeah, I started Book of Boba Fett. I didn't even finish episode 1. I stopped because I mean I don't know if it's just really I just wasn't in the mood or it was actually shit. But it just it started off with some flashbacks, and I was like, I don't really care for this. I don't have an attachment to Boba Fett like a lot of people, I guess, do. And so when they just showed the flashbacks, I was like, this is boring. I don't really care.
Damn.
And then they showed a modern time, and I was like, okay, they think they're smart. They think this is funny, but it's not. So I haven't finished episode 1, but I'll give it a chance. We'll see.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Yeah, but that's all I got for my weekly watches. Yeah, I watch two series. One very bad, one I really like. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mandalorian is easily the best Star Wars. Anything Star Wars have put out in the past, I want to say 7 years since 2015,
Yeah, since the what is it? The
since Force
sequel
Awakens.
started. Yeah,
Yeah,
Force Awakens. You know,
I
that's
want
fair
to
enough.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I don't watch the animated show, but yeah, for
Oh,
Star Wars.
yeah, no, I've heard of that. The anime, I think I forgot. Right.
Yeah. All right. So you only watch shows? No
I
films?
only watch shows. I didn't get a chance to watch. I think a lot of people are watching it, including yourself. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to watch that. But you
Okay.
can go on with yours. Yeah.
All right. Since there's only two of us, I'm gonna take some time, but not too long as well. I watch a I was as you remember last week. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. I tested positive for COVID, so I just stayed home the whole week. Lots of quarantine, so I got time for myself to
Hmm.
watch a lot of films. I watch more or less 20 films. So let's go through some of them super fast, shall we?
Yeah.
I watched Curious George movie. Uh, I know I've seen it before. I don't remember anything. I rewatched it. Like, okay, this is pretty fun, tongue in cheek. That's cute. I don't want to talk about it too much though. Um, I watched this whole Scream saga, and
Damn.
I love the Scream films, dude. Okay, no, you know what? Love is a stretch. I like this is my favorite slasher um franchise because I've seen Scream, Halloween, Friday, Nightmare. To me, it has to be Scream, Nightmare, Halloween, Friday in terms of franchise consistency and like my likability. But the fact that Scream, have you first seen the first Scream?
No, I don't think I've ever watched any of the Scream movies.
Because they're slashers, but they're meta and they're self-aware. Like all these slasher films exist in the movie Scream, so
Yeah.
that they make references to it, like, oh, if you want to survive a horror movie you have to be a virgin, and like, oh, if you know the tropes of the horror movie you can survive, blah blah. So they're like very meta about it, and like I love it, and that's smart. Also because unlike the other slashers where they have a face of like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface changes from every movie because they
Right.
reveal who the killer is in the first film, and in the second film, obviously have to have Ghostface again, so they have a different one. So they always do it's a who done it murder mystery. At the same time,
Right.
it's a slasher movie, so I always find that fun. Like
Oh,
the time,
that's cool.
yeah, the kinds of things that the writers have to come up to make a different twist every time. I was like, okay, this is fun. Like some of them, like Scream 3, shit twist. I kind of
Mm.
hate the reveal. Scream 2, I like it. Scream 4 is my second favorite of the original, and the new Scream 2022, not bad as well. So um, I like those Scream films.
All right. Nice.
I watch Ambulance. I think Teguh talked about it a while ago. Pretty much
Yeah,
agree
he
with
did.
what he take, but there is a scene where they did an operation while the ambulance is going full speed, and that scene is like, okay, that's the coolest scene in the movie, because that's wild
That's
shit.
the coolest scene. An operation at high speed. No, okay.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. They're doing like I don't know what operation it is, but like there's like bursting bloods and everything. I was like,
Oh
oh my
God.
god, this is intense.
I
Um, and yeah,
forgot. I
I
think
also
one of the biggest claims like on that movie is like how well the drone shots are. I think Teguh mentioned that as well. What did you
the
pick up
drone
anything
shots
on
are
that?
pretty cool. I'll give you that. Drones are pretty cool. It's literally ambulance is literally Scream with a less better plot,
Hmm.
um, and less better direction, but better acting.
Better acting. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
because Jake Gyllenhaal and Aiza Gonzalez and Yaya Abdul Mateen II were actually pretty good in there.
All right. Yeah, they had them. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, how'd
Uh,
you rate this out of five? Because Teguh gave it a 4.
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5. Right, right.
Yeah. I also want to talk about the Northman since someone drafted. Teguh did.
Teguh.
I
Yeah.
saw the Northman. I don't know if Teguh have seen it, but the film is it's not for me. I'll still give it 3.5.
Right.
I don't find it that entertaining. Um, it's Robert Eggers, so I guess I should have expected that it's not gonna be a straight up like Viking story. It's gonna be more mentally challenging and everything. And there are definitely moments where it's a Viking story, and there are moments that it's like, oh, what the hell is this psychological stuff? Um, but the story just doesn't resonate for me as much as I thought it would. Um, but yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite. It's still three and a half.
Damn. I was actually expecting it to be. I don't know. I thought you'd actually like find it.
I thought
Well,
so
not
too.
enjoyed, but I thought you'd find it like, oh wow, it's a good movie, but not for me kind of thing.
I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought as well. But I still think it's a good movie. I think I appreciate it more than I like it. So for the Northman.
So damn,
Um,
damn. Alright.
I also saw the film that we talked about trailer a while ago, Operation Mincemeat.
Yep.
I don't think I was in the show. Were you in the show? I think it was just you and Kelvin. Might be. Not sure.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot when you mentioned this, but yeah, I remember you told about Operation Mincemeat. Yeah.
Yeah, but also 3.5. It's the fact that it's a and that it's based on real life and the operation is real life is insane. Because like we talked about it in the trailer. It's about literally they're sending a corpse to trick
Yeah.
the Nazis, and the fact that
Yeah,
that is
yeah, yeah.
real is wild. And I like the war stuff aspect, the strategizing and everything. All the in the office type drama is a lot of fun. Although they have a very unnecessary romance between one of the characters, which sort of took away from the film. Um, but like as a whole, I think it's a pretty good film, and the fact that it's real is just mind blowing. So
Actually, I'm curious. Is there anything James Bond related in that film? Because one of the characters is literally Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond.
um
Was there any like nods or references? Maybe I don't know.
yes, the Ian Fleming's character keep on calling the boss M, and then they ask like, why do you call him M? well, M is like mother, and you always respect mother. So something like that. And like they also they make mentions to like, what are you doing? I'm writing a spy novel or something like that. So yeah,
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, okay.
yeah.
It's interesting.
And yeah, there's two more I want to talk about. Best in
Yep.
Show. It's a 2000 comedy. It's a mockumentary style, and
2000.
it's
Oh, wow.
basically about a dog show.
Huh.
It's a mockumentary comedy about like a dog show, and it's about like a bunch of different people from different parts of the U.S. coming to Philadelphia, I think, for this dog show, and it's hilarious. The characters are like, so there are such characters, and they're hilarious. But my favorite thing about this is Fred Willard, who plays this like um this play-by-play commentary, because they have a commentary for the dog show, and there's like the main dude who's like straight, just like talking about the dogs, like, oh wow, that dog is like, that's a Pomeranian, you can see that, the fur, and like, wow, that's a bloodhound, it's like really strong legs and everything. Like one of the guys like super straight, and then Fred Willard is just like the comedic sidekick who's like, oh, so why are those dogs going back and forth? Why are they telling the dogs going back and forth?
Mm.
Usually when I approach a woman, they just told me to go. They don't tell me to come back. It's like, so he makes like all these dumb references of like not related to the dogs at all. Like when the dogs are like, they're checking the dogs for their like they're lifting up the tail to see like the butt, and the boss like, whoa, okay, usually it takes me a couple of dates before I do that, but so like he just makes all these dumb references, and he's hilarious throughout the whole part. It's my favorite part.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So if you want a fun comedy, I recommend Best in Show. It's pretty fun.
That's the
It was on
Joe.
it's in HBO Max, so
HBO Max. All right, nice.
that's
And
a that's 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. All right.
And the last one I'll talk about, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, because it's a new release, and lots of people in the live chat, they saw Chip and
Everywhere.
Dale.
Yeah,
Several
yeah.
people
A
saw
lot of
Chip
people.
and Dale Rescue Rangers there.
Hmm.
So wait, did you saw it? Wait, I'm guessing no.
I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance. To. I was about to, but I didn't. Yeah.
Currently, this is my second favorite movie of the year. It might drop, it might rise up. Um,
And
it's
favorite. What the hell?
Everything Everywhere All at Once is still my favorite.
Damn.
But Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is insane in the best possible way. Uh, it's We saw the trailer.
Right.
There's so many Easter eggs to not only Disney characters, but non-Disney characters alike. Like there are, I don't want to spoil the Easter eggs much because there's a lot of fun, but there are like characters from Warner Brothers, characters that are from Polar Express, because of they made a joke in the trailer as well. Polar Express.
Right.
There
Right.
is there's just so many Easter eggs, and I don't want to spoil for you because I think you'll watch it, right? And
Yeah.
it's so much fun. Um, and the story itself is very self-aware, is very meta. It's like it's a more self-aware and meta version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that is literally the plot, right? Because the plot is like the characters, there are some cartoon characters who make some shady deals or whatever, and then they cannot pay off
Yeah.
their debt, so they are captured and they are redrawn and put into bootleg movies, and
What?
they make references to
Uh,
films like there is a bootleg movie called it's like the ugly dog, Beauty and the Ugly Dog, which is like Beauty and the Beast, and like there's like the mermaid who is little or something. I don't know. I don't remember what they meant, what they show in the film, but like basically it's like bootleg movies of Disney films, and that like those characters got kidnapped and they put into those bootleg films. So that's like the main story of like trying to find out who was those bootlegger, how did they save them, and Chip and Dale's at the center of it, trying to solve the mystery, and it's so much fun. Lots of funny moments. There is a cameo which is going viral in the internet right now about a character that it's not even a cameo. It's like he have like 4 scenes in this film or something, and it steals the show the whole time. Uh, and it's hilarious. I highly recommend it. It's 4 out of 5 for me for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, damn. I mean, to be honest, that plot did sound quite cool. What to do? Bootleg redrawn. That sounds funny, actually. That sounds
It's
fun.
hilarious. There's a
God.
scene where they kidnap Flounder from Little Mermaid, and I thought it was like this is crazy.
Wait, I forgot somebody mentioned here. Yeah, Star Machine mentioned like this film is my true multiverse of madness. So like, is it just me or like this year it seems like movies are going crazy with like like multiverse-ish related stuff like everywhere all at once. And well, this movie I know it's not like universal multiverse, but different types of characters.
Yeah, I think that it cross over different studios to get some of the characters, which is wild. I think.
Yeah. As you've mentioned. And I don't
Yeah,
think I've been spoiled yet because I still have no idea what you're on about the
it's you're gonna
cameo.
once you watch it, you will
Well,
know what I'm talking about.
are you sure I will know? Really?
Yes,
Oh,
it's that
damn.
from scene one. I was like, holy shit! I cannot believe I cannot believe they have this character, and this is insane. And they actually went on with it for quite long, so it's wild. Um,
Damn.
but yeah, a lot of I guess lots of studios they're banking in on the multiverse, everything. So yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
That's pretty good.
I'll log all of those after the show. I remember all the notes because I mean all of them are just my films. There's no TV shows in Letterbox. I'll do it after the show because I'll be distracted if I do it right now.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of people in the live chat seeing lots of stuff. They see Men, which is the new film. We talked about the trailer a while ago.
Which one is it, men? I
It's
forgot.
the one where the trailer is all about a girl staring at a distance and there is a man, and it's like in the woods. It's like pretty weird. It's like there's
All
like
right.
apples scene with apples and everything.
All right. Right. Yeah. I was like, I don't understand this. And Kelvin said like the sound the sound effects were creepy.
Yeah, because it's from the director of Annihilation and Ex Machina.
Right.
So like there's like some weird nuance to that. It came out this week, and I guess it's mixed. I'm looking forward to watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, very mixed reviews for men. Maybe you're
Mhm.
not into men.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Also, yeah, rest in peace, Vangelis. I forgot to mention that. The composer who you might know for his most iconic score. You know the score for Chariots of Fire, right?
I'm not really sure.
Dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun dun dun.
yeah,
The
yeah,
scene where they're
yeah,
running on the
yeah.
beach.
Yeah, well,
Dun
I've
dun
never
dun
seen it
dun
with like the
dun.
scene, but I know this. Yeah, I've heard the song used
Yeah,
multiple
that's
times.
him.
Yeah,
That's Vangelis, one of the most famous composers. I've never seen Chariots of
damn.
Fire, but I might in honor of Vangelis. But yeah, rest in peace. He passed away recently.
Yeah.
All right. So
Does that conclude our weekly watchies? Well, just from the two of us.
I would say so. Yeah.
Right. Well, Kelvin said that he might actually came on here, but it seems like weekly watchies has come to an end, so he might not have a reason to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
So I guess
we'll just
so we can move on to our next topic, and
yeah.
it's I think we're going on to the news, I guess. Yeah. So we're gonna start off with the first news: Stranger Things season 4 updates. Hang on, what are the updates? I think I remember seeing a trailer or something.
Uh yeah, I got it here. It's in the show notes. So yeah, Stranger Things coming out next week, the first season 4. How excited are you? Just from that just for that lot. How excited are you for Stranger Things season 4 really?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm hyped, but I am like looking forward to it since I already watched the previous, seasons. I guess about a 6 out of 10, 7 out of
Yeah.
10 ish.
I
But yeah.
think I'm on that level too because I love season 3, but the marketing for season 4 haven't done it for me yet. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
once I see the first episode, I'll be hooked right back in because that's usually how it happens with me in Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
but yeah, so the news is that they are releasing volume 1. They're releasing this into 2 volumes. Volume 1 with 7 episodes coming out in May 27th, which is this
Right.
upcoming, not this next week, right? Is that Friday? Yes, Friday, next
Yes.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Next
And
Friday.
then they're gonna release Volume 2 with the final 2 episodes in July 1st. So they're releasing 7 episodes next week, July 1st, 2 episodes. And they say the finale for season 2 is 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
That is a whole movie and some, and then some.
What's your thought on that? Like the fact that the finale is like longer than Multiverse of Madness.
It
But
is.
yeah,
It's nearing Bat. It's more nearing the Batman. The hell? That is. But why do they have to make it that long? Why can't they just make, I don't know? That's enough for like at least 2, 3 more episodes, right? Well, I guess spacing wise, I'm not so
I
sure.
guess so. I guess so. But yeah, I don't know. It's wild. If this is true, that is wild. Because I don't
That
think I've
is
ever seen an episode of a TV show that's that long. Like even the longest episode of a TV show is probably like some Game of Thrones episode, and that's probably like
the
1 hour
earlier.
15 or something, right?
Yeah, the earlier episodes were like 1 hour ish, 1 hour 15. But 2.5. That's a movie. Can that be counted to
Yeah,
weekly watches if we watch the finale? It
it
just
probably
is
is.
a movie.
It's yeah, it is insane.
Um,
Also
I mean,
on
like
a,
season 4 is the absolute ending, right? Like that's where the
no, they're doing season 5.
season 5. I completely forgot. I thought it was part
Yeah, I'm
one,
pretty sure.
part
I'm pretty
two.
sure they mentioned that they're gonna do season 5. I'll fact check this. But I'm like 90% sure that's the case.
I don't know. So like, I guess my thoughts on it is that it's not entirely too like outlandish in my opinion because I don't watch this series, but Kelvin and Teguh does. Kelvin and Teguh watches the anime Attack on Titan, right? And
Mm,
that thing is, I think, coming to an end as well with their finals. Well, this is actually their final season, and I
okay.
think there were rumors that the last episode was supposed to be like 2 hours long-ish. So I guess I don't know, like if it's for an actual like finale of the entire like series, it would make sense. It would make sense that it would be like quite long. They want to give like I don't know a proper send off, or they want to like wrap up plot lines and stuff like that. So they might need like a longer episode. But at the same time, I don't know. My 2.5 hours is it's a very long watch. I usually avoid 2.5 hour long movies for weekly watches. So I'm not
Yeah.
bothered enough.
Yeah. Again, if this is true, that's wild. But I don't even know. Maybe this 2 hour and a half. Maybe this is the final 2 episodes. It's unclear. They just say finale. Maybe
Oh
it
yeah, that's
is
true.
supposed to be. Maybe it's the final two. They split it and then total it become 2 hour and a half. If it's just one episode, that's kind of absurd. But if it's good, well, props to them, man. That's crazy.
Props to them. I
And
don't
yeah,
know.
they are. It is renewed for a fifth and final season. So the final season will be season 5. So
And
after this
five.
season, they have another one where
Well, Francis, is that gonna
they're all
defeat?
gonna be adults
It's
set in
gonna
the
defeat the
90s.
purpose. They're not. They're supposed to be kids in the 80s. Now they're gonna be adults in the 90s. Such a
They're gonna be in the
disparity.
2000s. They struggle with computers. They're like, oh
At
no,
the
what is
very
this?
at the very end, yeah, at the very end of the episode, they're at the
Y2K.
at the year 2000. My God, damn.
Uh, but yeah, I guess the live chat is pretty, in our opinion, of like it's pretty wild that they do it like that. The split. I mean the split and the runtime.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. On other news, apparently, and I didn't read the full article in case of spoilers, but apparently there is a Netflix Monopoly game for Stranger Things season 4, and they
Monopoly.
spoil a lot of stuff in the Monopoly game, and the Duffer brothers are upset because they did not like talk to them about the Monopoly game, and they're like they weren't aware of what they're doing and they release it. But apparently there is a lot of spoilers in the game.
But so a lot of the cards are just like bits and pieces taken
Yeah, I
from.
don't. I guess with like the locations.
Could
Like
be.
how
Yeah.
much how much can you spoil from a Monopoly game? That's my question.
I just like that they make a Monopoly game when the board game the kids were playing is something else entirely. Dungeons and
D&D.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is weird. Spoiled by Monopoly. That is actually new. It's not by spoiled by action figures now. Spoilers by Monopoly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's the first time ever a Monopoly ruined something, but it's
Mm, toys
yeah.
always ruin everything. Yeah, you're right, Star Machine. It
Toys,
does.
toys always ruin everything. There's been lots of spoilers recently. I mean, yeah, they got to get ahead of the production, for those toys always before the marketing. So that's happens.
Fair enough, yeah. Wait, can I go off on a tangent a bit since there's little of
Yes.
us anyway? Like I see from Mr. Blue Bolt and Samuel Stein. So basically, they're talking about people be binge watching the whole series, and then they complain about watching for 2.5 hours. I'm not defending this. Well, I'm not defending like the people who are complaining, but like I don't know. The thought of watching it like all at once, 2.5 hours, like continuous, is just I don't know why it just doesn't it just feels a bit more tiring than like watching, I don't know, multiple 30-minute episodes, instead of like 1 2.5 hours. I don't know why. I guess it's because if it's episodic, you're always like, you know in the end, especially in the end, people they always leave you on like a cliffhanger, so you're always like, wait, I want to know more. If it's like 2.5 hours, you're just like
Yeah.
just like brain dead.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just saying,
can. Yeah, I can see that. Uh, and then there are people who watch Snyder Cut for 4 hours.
Oh god, that was
Whole
actually
different
quite
beast.
tiring, even though the movie was pretty good. It was tiring.
Yeah.
Ah,
But yeah,
right.
that's a Stranger Things news. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about Stranger Things more in the upcoming weeks as the show starts. But anything else you would like to add on Stranger Things or not?
Oh, there's nothing more to talk about. I guess we've covered most of it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I've seen some of the whenever I've started watching some of the cast interviews before the film or the show started, that sort of means it's like, okay, I'm excited. That's sort of like my excitement level. And I've seen some of the cast interviews, so I'm like, yeah, I think I'm ready to be back in this world. So
Yeah, same. It's
that's my
been
that's
it's
my
been
that's
some
my
time. Yeah,
barometer. Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah. All right. So moving on from Stranger Things to the I don't know how to make segues. Anyway, moving on. There's a new Pixar film directed by Peter Sohn called Elemental, and I think you did wrote the little rundown here, not little, like a little summary here, what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? My God.
You, you have it with you? If not, I got it.
Yeah, go read it. I can't find it.
Yeah. So
No
Pixar
idea.
Pixar's next film is directed by Peter Stone, who I'm pretty sure did The Good Dinosaur. I'll forget that real quick. But it's titled Elemental, and it follows an unlikely pair, Ember and Wade, who lives in a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together peacefully. And the film is set to be released on June 16, 2023. And the first concept art has been revealed, which I will show in a bit. But yeah, thoughts on the premise on this upcoming
It's
Pixar film?
no, no, we're not gonna hide the fact here that this is very resemblance to Avatar: The Last Airbender, isn't it? Because based on
All
the
of them live
summary, it's
together in
yeah,
peace.
yeah. Well, not only that, but the elements themselves: fire, water, land, and air. Literally the the same four
Yeah,
elements from
yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not saying like, oh, this is just a stupid knockoff. Now, I don't think it is or will be. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea behind this kind of thing. Like the world. I think this is one of those movies where like the world building would be very interesting to see. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I think that's going to be a big part of it, right? They're gonna sell it on the world building and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And the idea of like, yeah, like you said, the idea of the fire, water, land, and air is like, I guess if you've seen Legend of Korra, Republic City, that's like nothing new. But like, I guess the fact that there are actual elements, maybe there are like some funny gags here and there we could see. Um, but I'm excited.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Good
Okay, so I just looked
Dinosaur.
at the
Oh,
art.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. So maybe I just wanted to say I just looked at the art and like, yeah, this this does look very incredible to look at. It's like Zootopia but elements or something.
Yeah, very much. I'm gonna reveal it here. So,
Yeah.
uh, wait, let me just do this. There you go. So yeah, that's the concept art for the elementals. I guess that's a water boy and the fire girl, and they're talking, and like you said, yeah, it is a Zootopia, and this is the logo um for the series, not series, for the film. But yeah,
Yeah.
you were saying about Zootopia or something just now?
Like this city. I mean, like this city. It looks like like futuristic-ish, more modern. But instead of animals residing, as you can see from the characters, it's like actual pure elements. That I didn't know. Actually, I didn't. I don't think it was mentioned there. I thought it was actually
Oh,
like
you thought
Avatar:
actually
Last
people?
Airbender.
You actually thought it was people who can bend
I thought it was
elements?
people that could bend elements. I didn't know it
God,
was.
they will be so creative on Pixar's end.
That would not. Yeah, no, that would be very uncreative. Oh well, considering that it's Pixar, so now we're going to the realm of what if elements had emotions?
Elements said emotion.
It is what they do, Just like, oh, what if this had what if toys had emotions was practically where they started.
Yeah,
Wait, Toy Story is Pixar, is it? Yeah, it is.
yeah, it's exact.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Good Dinosaur, and he did direct the Good Dinosaur, but he's involved with a lot of different projects as well. So I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I don't think Pixar's always had this thing where a lot of their um premise, I guess, their pitch when they first announced their stuff, it's not very exciting. And then like once the trailer drops or once the film comes out, it's like, okay, that's actually pretty good. Like I remember when they first talk about turning red, and we are all like, that's a weird premise. I don't think it's gonna be interesting. And then like most of us like
Yeah,
turning
yeah.
red. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Pixar just have that thing of like underselling their product on their
Yeah,
first
that's true.
pitch.
But well, I don't know, but like I don't know, just this picture alone is already like I don't know, an interesting concept to me. I quite like it. It's very, unique style and everything.
Yeah, I am too. Uh, yeah, I think I don't know if you have anything else to add regarding this or
I don't think we'll have anything much to say until we see like a proper trailer, maybe.
yeah,
What is it? Is it coming out in June 2023? It's still sometime, so we're not.
2023. Yeah,
Well, it'll
but
be
yeah.
sometime till we see proper, yeah, trailer.
Mhm. But wait, Naruto the man asked, do y'all remember the Fireboy and Water Girl the game? Do you know what that
I
is?
I never played it, I think, but yeah, I've seen it before.
It's like the 8-bit thingy, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
Like a
I I definitely
platformer.
I definitely have played, yeah, the platform. I definitely have played that. Oh my god, it does look like this. Not
I'm
gonna
pretty
lie.
sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, inspired by or
What if it is?
something.
It's inspired directly. There's a platform level, and like, oh my god, this is the game. Uh, but yeah,
Nice, cool.
all right. So that's the news for the Pixar's
Mm.
Elemental.
No, Sam, we just discussed it's completely different from Avatar. Relax. Relax. All right.
By the way, before we move on to the next one, there's a live
Yeah.
comment here. Side note: Kate Lynch asked, "Y'all didn't talk about this last week, but thoughts on Shudi Gatwa becoming the next Doctor Who?" Yes, we didn't
Who's
talk
that?
about it because none of us watched Doctor Who. Because I don't,
Yeah, that's
you didn't
true.
watch Doctor Who, right?
No, no, I've never watched Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I know Teguh for a fact doesn't watch as well as actually Teguh. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact Kelvin does not watch Doctor Who. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
So
I don't
that's
know.
why we don't
So,
talk about it. We don't know much about it, but I'm happy for Nchuti Gatwa. He's from because I watch Sex Education, and I've talked
right.
about it on the show, and he's one of the stars of the show, and he's great in Sex Education. So and now he's doing Doctor Who, so I'm really happy for him. But yeah, I've
Pretty
known
cool,
nothing
yeah.
about Doctor Who except that it's just time travel involved, and they resurrect the Doctor every season with a new character, with a new Doctor. That's literally all I know. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least at least based on your I guess experience, I guess he is a good actor that they found for Doctor Who. So I guess that's good news on them, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He's really young too, so happy for him.
Right. Yeah, so that will work, yeah. Right. Very
Yeah,
nice,
for
very
sure.
nice. Right. So
All
we
right.
can move on to our
Yep.
next piece of the news.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have, I still haven't watched this. So yes, the next piece of the news: Everything, Everywhere, All at Once box office gross, and I think you've mentioned that it's still the biggest grossing film. Oh, A24's highest grossing movie
Mm-hmm.
domestically. Damn, pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, let me just remove that. Uh, right now they have 49.1 million of a domestic gross, and they're second to Uncut Gems with 50 million. So by Sunday they're gonna break the record. That's not. That's like very. That's very expected. I don't know the budget. Can you fact check the budget for Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Everything everywhere. I have a feeling it wasn't made on an incredible budget.
I don't. I mean, it's A24, so I don't think so as well. Uh, but yeah. So basically, this is just like some light breakdown. This is the eighth. We are going to the ninth week for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and obviously the box office statistics for the ninth week is not out yet. But on the eighth week, which is last week, Everything Everywhere All at Once is still the top five domestically with a minus drop of 6%, which and they earned 3 million that week, and they only dropped 6% from their previous week. And apparently, and I didn't know this, that is
Right?
rarely ever happen for a film on the eighth week to only drop by like single digits. Not only that, during its run of the 8 week course, sometimes sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. The gross from week to week, and that almost never happens. Usually, films like have a big opening weekend, and every other week the gross reduce. But apparently,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
all at once goes up and down because I guess it started in the limited release, right, and then now it's getting
Yeah,
wide
yeah.
release in the US. And I don't even think it's out in Indonesia yet. It's starting to be. It's just open in the UK, so it's starting to open up international markets slowly, just because of word of mouth and like people saying it's good. But yeah, single digit drop rarely happens ever, and now this is the eighth week, and they're still in the single digit drop.
It's
Uh,
yeah,
so
that's
yeah.
actually pretty incredible.
Mhm.
And yes, I did fact check. Yes, at least from multiple sources, it says that they have a budget of $25 million dollars. So they're making they're making bank. They're making a lot of money.
And they
That's
haven't opened,
insane.
and they haven't opened internationally for the most part. Again, like
Yeah,
it's
which is not fair,
it's
by the way. I want to watch it at least after
yeah,
your reviews.
it's a really good film. It's still my number one of the year. But yeah, so right now domestically talking about A24, the number one is Uncut Gems with 50 million. Number two is Everything Everywhere All at Once with 49.1 million. Number three
Right.
is Ladybird with 48.9 million. So they just overtook Ladybird. Hereditary is 44 million and Moonlight is 27 million. And that's domestic US. For international, it's Hereditary number one with 88 million, which is big for a low
Yeah,
budget
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Ladybird 78 million, number two. Moonlight 65 million. Everything Everywhere All at Once is 55 million. So they have an extra 5 million internationally, even though it just opened. And Uncut Gems have 50 million. So yeah. So it's gonna over pretty soon to take over Uncut Gems in domestic, and I'm pretty sure internationally it's gonna get some bucks as well. Because of the
I do
word
hope
of
so.
mouth.
Yeah. I thought, to be honest, I thought it was already released on like earlier, but I was like, I don't know, maybe the Indonesian cinema were prioritizing what's that thing? Multiverse of Madness. So I did get a chance to see it. That's also the reason why I missed out on what's that movie I put it on? Unbearable
Unbearable
Weight.
weight. Yeah,
Yeah, I also
I
missed
still haven't
Unbearable
seen
Weight.
that as well. I gotta
Yeah.
watch that.
But there. All right. I'm actually I should mention this. I am very looking forward to Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, from the first trailer, I was like not too impressed, but I guess reviews, people are really people are really liking this movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially you. You said it's your most favorite movie of the year.
I mean, it's hands down not even close the best made movie of the year.
Oh,
Um,
your favorite. I said I meant your favorite movie of the
yeah,
year.
there are some. Yeah, I think it's easily that's so far it's my favorite. It's easily, and it's easily the best made as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think you'll like it. But yeah, doing crazy stuff here. For the box office A24, everything everyone at once.
Going good. That's going good for them. Congratulations. All right.
Also, what
So
the hell? It says in here it released in Indonesia on 25 March, but via internet. What does that mean?
what is it like what straight to streaming? No, right?
Is
Can't
that
be.
really? Have you heard of that?
Oh, no, I've never heard of that. I mean, when they say if it's straight to streaming, they'll just say available on Netflix or something. They won't just
Right.
say straight to internet. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It
They'd
literally
be
says in
specific.
brackets. This is the only one that's in brackets. I'm opening IMDb, and everyone else is just like theatrical, and then Indonesia internet. I'm like, what? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, internet. What's that supposed to mean? I think a bunch of people are torrenting this
Like,
movie.
oh no, not good.
Indonesia's not contributing to the success of everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
shame,
Shame.
very shameful,
Yeah.
shameful indeed.
I guess you'll have to
Uh,
find out.
we'll have to find out
Yeah.
soon enough, right? So I guess that's the end of all the news stuff, and we're going to actually no,
Well, yeah,
there's at least
we're
some
going back
news.
and forth. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting back and forth. You know what? We're gonna keep it fresh. Instead of just like news all the time and then trailer reviews. No, we're gonna go
Yeah.
straight to trailer. And the trailer we're gonna talk about is the Prey teaser trailer, which is a prequel to the Predator movies. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I guess I want to say my first thoughts on it. I think they honestly, as teaser trailer goes, I think they did technically a better job than most companies, under the basis that it is actually just a teaser. There, it was like what 30 seconds long, less maybe.
Yeah.
So they didn't reveal anything. You only see like a bunch of people that looked like they were in the like even before civilization, and then you see the three triangular laser things from the predator,
Mhm.
from the predator's like cannon. So you know, yeah, there's the they didn't reveal much, but I guess it's a nice. You get the idea. You get the image, and I like that. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. They don't show much, but we get the idea. It's literally this is before because the first Predator is like set in the 80s, like a wartime
Yeah, yeah,
era. This is like are those like I don't remember because I saw this yesterday. Are those like Native Americans supposed to be,
yeah. I'm not so
or
sure
or
either.
are they
Yeah, they're
like
like
or are they like Polynesian? Um. Anyway, but yeah, regardless, it's like people they're still like using bow and arrow. So
yeah,
the Predator is pretty advanced, and they the Lord and the Predator, if I recall, is like they return to Earth because it's a challenge for them. The people always give a challenge when they hunt because they hunt for sport. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
that means that if this is a prequel, that means they must have done something insane with those very limited resources that would prompt the Predator to return to Earth. So I am curious to see what they do there because we only saw bow and arrow.
Yeah, yeah. What my understanding is about the predator like lore, like these aliens, these predators, they basically like roam the world, and they hunt different types of other like species and stuff. And I think humans, according to them, are like regarded as one of the more dangerous prey. So like, so I guess we get to see like I don't know, like an origin of why they were referred to as dangerous, and maybe that's why they keep coming back and forth, stuff like that. I'm not so sure. But I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool premise that we get to see, like, something before the 1980s Predator.
Yeah, have you seen all the Predator films, or at most, or at least one or two of them?
I think I watched. Wait, maybe we can keep talking about the trailer. Let me go look which
Okay.
Predator movies I have watched.
I have seen all of them. I have not. I People didn't hate me for this. I don't like the first Predator movie. I think it's
Uh-huh.
fine. I've seen it twice. The first time I liked it a bit more, and the second time I'm like, this is very generic. This is not for me. Um, Predator 2 I thought is shit. Predators, the 2010 one, I thought is the best one that they did. I think that's a lot of fun. And The Predator, this titles just blend together. Predators is good. The Predator 2017 Shane Black one, that one's bad. Not a fan. Not the biggest fan of that one. But yeah,
Okay, so I do remember which Predator movies I watched. I watched the first one, the "You're one ugly motherfucker" or some shit like that.
yeah.
That one, and
that's
and
that's what I
Predators.
that's what I
Yeah.
say. That's what I say to Kelvin every time I meet him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Damn. But yeah, I watched those two ones specifically. Specifically, I haven't watched Predator 2 and The Predator. But I don't know. I've always thought
Yeah.
like the movies. Honestly, yeah, I've never thought they were like the best movies, but I thought they were at
Yeah.
least pretty cool in design. The Predators are they're such a cool characters. 'Cause they're like these like
Yeah.
super alien things with advanced weapons. Yeah, I know. I like
Which
the whole
is
concept and design of
which
them.
is why I like Predators the most out of them, because it's the first one is a survival movie. The second one is whatever movie that is. The Predator, it's they're doing something, and Predators, it's like the most game kind of. It's like a Hunger Games but with predators,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like
Hunger
sort of a
Games with the
fun
hunted.
concept because they're like stuck in there, right? And like I guess the more they treat it like a game, I guess it could the more fun I have find it to be. Because it's such a stupid premise. But yeah, so I guess we're curious to see what happened here. Once, yeah, like in the live chat says, there's only, and like you said, we only see 30 seconds. So 3 weeks from now, once we see a trailer, probably would be good. And yeah, it's coming to Hulu. There's not a theatrical film.
Oh, is this a
So yeah,
Hulu? Is it a Hulu like original film or something?
pretty sure it's a film. I don't think it's a show. Let me check.
Film. Oh, I just wait. I just saw the. I had the what is it? I forget what you call it. The extension that allows you to see dislikes on
Uh
YouTube.
huh.
Oh my
Uh huh.
God, a lot of people are not liking it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't show much, so they probably like, oh, that's dumb.
I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. The fact that they're showing like a time before like the modern age, so they're fighting humans. Where I think here
Right?
Mr. Blue Bolt said it the pretty much the best. It was during a time when life was more about survival. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
the premise wise, I think it sounds kind of cool. We just don't know
Yeah.
what's the full picture is just yet.
Right. Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, it's set in 1719, following the Comanche Nation. So yeah, that's Native Americans with the predators, and it's come in the U.S. It's released in Hulu. Internationally, it's gonna Southeast Asia for you. It's gonna be released in Disney Hotstar. Um,
Oh,
and this
nice.
it will be Disney Plus in some international territories, not specified. But yeah, American Hulu, you will be Disney Hotstar. So
A Predator movie in Disney Plus. That's it's kind of wild because
I don't
Predator
think it's I
movies
don't
are
think
known.
it's R-rated. I don't think it's R-rated.
I think isn't like every Predator movie thus far has always been R-rated. 'Cause they like rip people's
No,
spines off and stuff.
actually
Yeah.
no. I don't think so.
Wait, what Predator movie is not R-rated?
I don't think any of them are.
What do you mean? They like skin people and shit. You don't see them skin the people, but you see them
Hold on,
skinned.
let's see.
I clearly remembered in Predator somebody got skinned. You don't get to see the process. You just saw the
I'm pretty sure.
result.
Okay, usually IMDb have these. Let's see. Okay, Predator is R-rated. Okay, you're right on that. Predator 2, let's check. This one will be PG-13, so uh, don't get your
Implied
hopes up.
violence.
Predator 2 is R-rated. Okay. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong.
The predators are very violent species. They collect what do you call it?
Predators
Trophies.
Predators is R-rated. The Predator. So this one might be the first that's not R-rated.
Okay,
The
that's
Predator is R-rated. So this is the first time that's not R-rated. It's PG-13.
interesting. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe if people know that news, I think a lot of people might not take it, you know, well, because they're like, oh, it's not violent. What? They're stupid.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't make it work somehow. Implied violence, Maybe we don't see them decapitate people, but
Yeah,
it's
and here
implied.
it's oh wait, no, I read it wrong. My bad. I'm so dumb. It said despite being it is R-rated, but the film could potentially pass for a PG-13 rating because of the lack of the violence and everything. So okay,
Okay, so it's probably the least violent Predator movie,
probably.
but it could
Bow and
still be
arrows.
R-rated.
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, yeah.
Here's the thing. I
Um,
guess.
the only person I know in the cast is the lead, Amber Midhunter, and I know her because of Legion, the TV show, the X-Men TV show. She was good in it. So yeah, we'll see. All right. So
So
that is
that's what that wrap.
Predator.
Well, Prey. That wraps up
Prey.
Prey. So we now move on to the complete opposite of violence. Baymax.
Yeah. But
Baymax!
then not enough.
Exclamation mark, or
Not enough.
Kelvin would say it. Baymax!
We got the exclamation
Baymax.
mark cinematic universe because Shazam, Baymax, Mother,
Baymax.
you know,
This mother, huh?
airplane.
Really?
Yeah, Mother have exclamation mark. Airplane.
Oh. No.
But yeah, the second trailer dropped to be released on June 29th, the TV series. What's your thoughts on that?
Um, I'll be real. I don't find it all too interesting. I don't know why. I mean, like, Baymax is cute and all, and he does all these like funny stuff, and they're a bit comedic, but I don't know, just I'm just indifferent with it. It's nothing much to go off. 'Cause he's not really like playing a hero like he is in Big Hero 6 here. He's just like going around the neighborhood helping people. You have
No,
a
yeah,
problem.
it's
You are sick.
100%.
I guess it will be
Yes.
like a good laugh, but I don't think it will be something, incredible. I think Teguh might like it.
Yeah, I think the good will find enjoyment out of it probably. Um, yeah, I mean the trailer didn't do much for me. I don't know if I'll watch the show. I love Big Hero 6. Um, but I don't know if I'll watch the show. I think this could be fun. I think there will be funny moments, but I think this is very kid centric. So I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I don't have too much thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add in it because I don't know. It's like I don't even know what the story is. It's literally just him going around helping people.
It's him fulfilling its prophecy as a helper, as a
Oh
what
no,
did he call it?
Naruto! Enough! No horniness on this live stream, please,
What is it? What is it called?
please.
I'm a hi. I'm Baymax. I'm your self help, not self help, healthcare
Oh yeah, what does
something.
he say?
What's hi? I'm
Baymax
Baymax.
quote.
Your personal something something. Your personal healthcare not provider. Your personal healthcare companion. I was alerted to the
uh,
need for medical attention when you said blank. Yeah,
oh no, this was from the Big Hero 6 one. Hello, I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
yeah,
That was his iconic one from Big Hero 6.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I guess could be fun, but yeah, I don't think this is for me. We'll have to see.
I, I, I don't know. It doesn't feel like something I'd like keep up with. It's just something like, I'll watch a bit of it. Maybe if there's clips on YouTube, I'll watch that
Yeah,
just for the laughs.
yeah. All right, I'll just move on then to the next one.
Did Kelvin have a different account?
What?
I don't know who Junior Salvatore
So
is, but
I don't know who
Chippendale
that is.
Rescue Ranger is amazing, Kelvin. Thank you, Kelvin, via
I
Salvatore.
don't think that's Kelvin. Is this Kelvin's burner account? Kelvin,
Yeah,
did you
that's
just
not.
did you just expose yourself?
This is not Simple Joe either. I have no idea who that is. That
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
All
All
right.
right, let's move on
Well,
to the next one.
so moving on to technically somewhat current events, but let's not get into that Johnny Depp thing and Amber Heard. So yes, there's a trailer.
Wait, what?
This 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 dude, She-Hulk attorney at law trailer. It
Oh,
kind of
I see. Okay,
it
okay, I
kind of
see.
makes sense with the current
All right,
situation. But let's not
all
get
right,
into that
all
one.
right. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
let's not get into that one. So
Go
yes,
ahead.
I should mention Albert, I like the thumbnail you put up. It
Yeah,
fulfills my strong women fantasies. That's what I wrote after the trailer was dropped.
yeah.
But yeah, in
Uh,
any case, yeah. So the trailer. So my thoughts on the trailer. Um, I'm not so sure like what they're planning on doing, like story wise and stuff, because it seems like she's just like I don't know. It's like it's one of those like like trope where it's like this girl, she wasn't popular, then something happened to her, and then suddenly she is popular. I don't know. I don't know, but so I don't know where they're going with this, and I think a lot of people might agree that the CGI was a bit scuffed, mostly for She-Hulk herself. a lot of people actually like to insult it. They're like saying things like, "Oh, dude, this looks like a PS2 like cinematic." I think they're a bit mean on that. I'd say it's more like a PS3 cinematic. Come on, it's not that bad. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I mean that's like my first thoughts on it. So I don't know. What do you think, Albert?
Initial thought on the trailer. I'm excited for the show. I like that it have a comedic vibe to it. Like the tone is like
Oh,
it's like tongue in cheek fun. But I like the comedic sitcom vibe that they're giving off. And like you say, yeah, I like that they're gonna play with the tropes of like, oh yeah, she's gonna struggle dating because she's like a big, strong woman, and maybe men are not into that, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, and they did the joke at the very end. I love that that whole thing. And in terms of the CGI, yeah, that is like the main issue that everyone's talking about. But I am not worried. Like in a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the most worried, one being the least worried, I'm like probably on a 3 because they still have time to fix it. They don't even like they still have time to refine the VFX because they had to rush out a trailer for this, obviously. And
right.
even like Disney Plus shows, they are still changing the VFX even though the show has been released. Like we thought, I think we talked about it a while ago. Like they changed some of the VFX for WandaVision and for Falcon and the Winter Soldier months after it was released.
Really?
So
Shit.
they did. Oh, yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know. No, I
They
did not know.
they changed the VFX for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They remove a lot of blood, which I think is stupid
Oh,
as hell. But they remove a lot of blood for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and for WandaVision they add a thing to the post credit scene. Um, but yeah, so they're constantly editing, and like the thing with the CGI for She-Hulk and why like Hulk looks good, right? We all
yeah,
agree Hulk
he
looks good.
does.
Abomination looks good, and that's
Yeah,
because they could. And this is just my understanding. They are able to take the model from Hulk and Abomination to the from like Endgame and yeah, I guess the
Shang-Chi.
Hulk is from Endgame and Abomination's from Shang-Chi. They're able to
Yeah,
take that model and put it here. They had to
yeah,
make She-Hulk from scratch.
yeah. That does
So
make sense.
that's tougher. Also, it's walking the uncanny valley lines because and like uncanny valley is like the definition of uncanny valley is like when something in animation looks too real to the point where human eyes are like that doesn't look right, like the Polar Express thing that we mentioned
The
earlier in
Polar
Chip and Dale.
Express. Yeah, yeah,
There are like some stuff that's like uncanny cats, that's uncanny valley because that just
yeah.
doesn't look right. I think there is an uncanny valley to She-Hulk compared to Hulk and Abomination because Hulk and Abomination are like big monsters, so in our mind there's
Right.
like okay, yeah, there's no problem with that disbelief. She-Hulk is towing the line of like supposed to be a monster creature. It's supposed to be powerful and big, but at the same time, even in the show, they're playing it off like she's supposed to be elegant and still pretty. So that's like a little bit tough to balance. So I think that's with Disney and Marvel is also trying to figure that out. And I don't know. Do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, but no, no. Actually, I just understand what. Yeah, I was gonna say. Because like Hulk and like Abomination, like you mentioned, they're obviously abnormally gigantic and very muscular, so they look a bit more, super powered monster like as opposed to She-Hulk. She-Hulk is like I said, She-Hulk is literally just a tall girl, just a tall woman that's colored green. So it's still like there's still a bit too much of the humanity bit of her. And I don't know why. I think also one reason, like a lot of people also like, keep like talking trash about the what is it, the CGI and all that is because, do we already have a green woman in Guardians of the Galaxy and she looks good.
Yeah, but she's body
But
paint. That's completely different.
they're both green. I don't know. Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's like they like people think like, oh, if they can pull this off, then why can't they do that? Or this is stupid. I don't know. I think
That's
it's just
that's that's completely different. That's unfair.
it is a bit unfair, I guess. Yeah, but But honestly, yeah, I think the trailer just feels like they just wanted to get something out, and they did.
Yeah, like I
I'm pretty
think
sure
it's
it'll look better, so I don't think it'll look too weird in real context.
yeah. Especially I want to screen share this, and I think one of my issues with it, and I'm gonna compare it with Hawk CGI.
Yeah,
It's the skin. The color tones in the skin for She-Hulk looks like it's fake compared to Hawk in here. Where is the Hawk moment? There's a close up of Hawk.
there.
Hawk, you can tell there is so many different things going on.
Ah, no, I see it.
It looks
I
very
mean,
human. There's like pores, you can tell. Even the color is like very the lighting of the skin and the color is like very
yeah,
much
yeah, like
more.
the way the light reflects off the skin and
Yeah.
everything like that, like it
This
actually
one
looks
just
real.
looks this one just looks like plastic. I think that's
Mm,
something that they have to work on.
yeah, yeah, like oh, yeah, you can see they didn't put as much details into her compared to Hawk.
Yeah,
You can tell from the lighting, shadows, and all that kind of stuff.
yeah. But again, they have time for it, so I'm not worried. Uh, but the
Yeah,
overall vibe of the trailer, I'm really digging it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Tim Roth back as Abomination. We haven't seen that. We're gonna talk about. I guess Benedict Wong is gonna be here. So Benedict Wong is in
is he?
everything, dude. Yeah, he's gonna be
There,
in the show.
well,
So I'm guessing they're gonna mention about the Abomination and Benedict Wong fight in Shang-Chi or what the hell's going on. Uh, yeah, Tatiana Maslany stars as Jennifer Waters. We know Mark Ruffalo is gonna be there. Benedict Wong, Tim Roth. Yeah, we saw Jamila Jamil as Titania in the trailer. If I can find it,
where was it? I think I missed it. I
it's
think
like a
she.
whole montage. If I can find it somewhere here, but there's also Frogman, which Calvin definitely love. Yeah, well,
Frogman.
yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, I like that
Oh,
they're doing like a superhero subdivision in the law for like her laws because it's just a lawyer, right?
oh,
So I
yeah,
wonder
yeah.
if that's something to do with the because we never really get a resolution to the Sokovia Accords after Infinity War and Endgame where the heroes start coming back. So I wonder if there's
Oh,
something
yeah,
to do
that's
with
true.
that, where they're gonna represent the heroes or something like that, or maybe it's about like with Miss Marvel coming up. If they're gonna talk about like, oh, kids gonna be heroes, that's even legal or something.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
This is a very complicated topic. There's a lot of law stuff going on. Not that I would
yeah,
understand. But here, Thor Machine mentioned this. Would love to see Foggy Nelson come back as a member of the superhuman law team. He was once my favorite character in Daredevil, and it would be awesome to see him again. So yeah, like I don't know, maybe like if we get to see what is it like Daredevil or something again? Because from Spider-Man No Way Home, it's he's part of the universe now.
yeah, yeah,
Is that her?
yeah, yeah.
Is that Titania? Oh,
No, 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 no. It's somewhere here. Okay, it's somewhere here. There. She's supposed to be the villain.
that's Titania. I thought she was supposed to be big and tall as well, like She-Hulk.
Maybe she's big and tall. You cannot really tell from this angle.
That's true. There's nothing
It's
to
all-
compare her to.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, she breaks the wall, so she's pretty strong, I guess.
I don't know why that outfit looks a bit cheesy.
Yeah, it's very comic book.
Yeah, it's very comic book. Ugh. I'm not so
Yeah,
sure.
we'll have to see. But I'm excited. Where is Frogman? I want to do this in honor of Calvin. Calvin would love Frogman. I also love that there is a train. It seems like there's gonna be a training montage with the Hulk and the She-Hulk when they were
Yeah.
jumping around. So that can be fun. This is swiping montage, not there is no Frogman in the swiping montage. Frogman is
There's
up. There it
Frogman.
is.
Oh, I saw it a bit.
There's Frogman. There you
Oh,
go.
that's
Calvin
so
would love
cool.
it.
He looks. Oh, that's so cool. He looks like a Power Ranger. I like that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, now I'm definitely wanting to see. Oh, never mind. You know what? I think I'm gonna see the show. Just I thought I'd be in it for the strong women. No, it's for
You're here
Frogman.
for the Frogman?
I'm here for the. I came for the strong women. I stayed for the Frogman. Just look at him. Peak human.
Yeah.
Peak human performance.
Yeah.
Huh.
And in here as well, it seems like when they first transforming the She-Hulk, this thing is apparently Stark Tech. If I can pause it in the right moment, there,
Oh,
it's Stark Tech. So I'm guessing Tony helped make this for Bruce or something, whatever this is. Before Tony passed, he worked with
that is
Bruce
very
on this.
specific. Yeah, let me make a wall of saw blades that closes on people.
I actually don't know. I don't know what's that. I don't know what's that for really.
I know, right?
Why would he have
Is it?
that facility?
It's like such a specific creation for an inevitability kind of deal. Like, oh look, what if my cousin became the Hulk as well? I need to make something.
They also show like there's like a beachside resort or whatever. I'm guessing that's like Hawk's property or whatever, and that's where
Damn,
this is. But yeah,
damn, he's living life. It's
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
It's
Lots
not
of
a
there's also
shield. It's not a shield shirt he's wearing.
doesn't look like
Yeah,
Shield.
oh, it has eagles and everything. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that, but I don't.
Uh,
There's some questions of like, oh, how come his arm is back? Where did that? Because like he was injured the last in Endgame, his arm was injured, and then Shang Chi is in like he's in a what's it called?
cast?
Calf?
Is that right?
Cast. I would say
Cast. Yeah,
calf, and I was like that's a leg, first of a leg,
as a leg.
big cast, and like it looks like it's healed, but now it's like fully healed. So like, what's going on there?
Oh
I'm
no,
not
I'm pretty
sure.
sure it just heals normally. Damn, relax, guys.
I think so too. I think that's the case, or like maybe he have to turn back to human because like the in Hulk form he cannot get healed because like maybe they need to do like some scan or like operation or whatever. But like
Oh, fair enough.
in
Yeah.
human form he can, but not in Hulk form. So now he's back in Hulk form. But yeah, I mean
Damn.
in the comics, She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, because she's like a lawyer, she's dealing with some shady stuff. She got shot when by like some mob crime group or whatever, and then Bruce Banner happens to be in town, and he's the only one who could transfuse blood. So he transfuses blood to Jennifer, and Jennifer becomes She-Hulk. So
Yeah,
I
I heard
wonder
that
if
origin. Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna be similar like this, and that's how it's going to happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
super looking forward to this. I'm excited.
Actually, I want to know: are you excited more for this or Miss Marvel?
After seeing both trailers,
Hmm,
kind of this.
fair
Just
enough.
the whole sitcom trope, the whole attorney at law court case thing, I think could be fun. And like break with Bruce and Emil Blonsky and everything. I I think I'll enjoy this. You?
Uh, I'd say this just because there's the tall, strong women fantasies. Yes. Yes. I do not need to say more.
I think they'll also break the fourth wall in this because She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall in the comics a lot,
Oh, does
even
she?
before Deadpool. So it's just like the original fourth wall breaker. So
Um, we don't need to see that. We can look at that some other time. Right, so yeah, that's
yeah,
our thoughts on the She-Hulk Attorney at Law trailer. That's the full title, damn right.
yeah,
Right.
should be
So
fun.
moving on to from one attorney to another,
Yeah.
conveniently, yes,
Dun, dun,
Daredevil
dun,
Disney
dun,
Plus
dun, dun,
series
dun,
in the
dun, dun.
works. What was the full news behind this? Albert, might want to give a rundown.
Yes. So, reported by Vanity Fair recently, not Vanity Fair, sorry, Variety. A Daredevil Disney Plus series in the works with Matt Corman and Chris Ord set to write the series. Um, Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox are rumored to coming back. Well, Charlie Cox obviously, Vincent D'Onofrio is rumored to be coming back. We already see him in the Kingpin in the Hawkeye series, and he most likely is going to be an Echo. So I'm not surprised if Kingpin's going to be back in here. I'm not familiar with this writer, so I need to fact check it.
Right.
But the question still speculates if this is going to be a continuation of the series, if there's going to be a soft reboot, what's going to be. There is no comments by Marvel on that as of yet. But at least now we for sure know that Daredevil is gonna have a show, and the home is gonna be Disney Plus. So hearing that, what's your excitement level from a scale to 1 to 10, as well as do you have any worries on this or I
Uh,
guess yeah, worries, excitement combined into one in a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm not so sure. Okay, let me. I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, it's still Well, you know what? Because it's only just not the rumor, sorry, but it's only been announced. I'd say a 7 until we see something more trailers, news, and
Mhm.
new castings or whatnot. Worries. Let's see, worries or things. I'm not so sure about the worries. I mean, I have a feeling people say like, oh, it's not gonna be R-rated anymore like it used to be on Netflix, but I don't think that's honestly, in my opinion, that's not much of an issue. I mean, like the violence is cool and all back in Netflix, but like, yeah, I don't think it will make the series any worse or better. I mean, we'll still see some fighting, we'll still see some extent of violence. I mean, yeah, I don't see what I mean. I think it will be pretty good. But I think it has a high. Oh, I think my worry is that it has a very high standard because I think a lot of people agree that Daredevil is
That's
practically like the
that's fair.
best. Is the best Netflix Marvel series. I think a lot of people would
Mhm.
agree on that. I definitely agree on it. So yeah, well, what do you think? Are you worried about that other stuff too, or
I think it's in good hands with Marvel. I think the standard stuff is a fair concern. Um, and I'm not familiar with the writers here. I'm looking at them. Not anything I'm familiar with. Uh,
these are like completely new writers?
Not really. They've done a lot of TV, Deck the Halls, Covert Affairs, Containment, The Brave, Enemy Within, but I just never seen their work.
Right,
Um,
right.
so I cannot really say. They are definitely not the same writers as the original Daredevil show because I think that was Drew Goddard. So yeah, I'm curious. I mean, obviously I'm excited because again, Daredevil, Charlie Cox, he's the
Yeah,
best.
It's just Charlie Cox. Yeah, we already saw him in No Way Home anyway, so you know, we're wanting to see more.
Yeah. Uh, s- yeah. I mean, official news. I'm excited. I don't know. Again, if, I think. Do you think it's going to be a reboot or a continuation? I think it's going to be a soft reboot.
What's the difference between soft reboot and just a full-on
So I
reboot?
mean, uh, well, full on reboot would be that they would go out of their way. At least is my definition. In a full on reboot, the show would go out of their way to make sure and address in a way to explain that
Mhm.
none of the Netflix stuff are canon. A soft reboot will be like, you guys fill in the blanks in your own head of what happens and what not. We're just gonna tell our story.
Right. So like what happened in the end of Spider-Man No Way Home? Technically, it's a soft reboot, right? But everyone kind of forgets Peter. Peter is Spider-Man.
In a way, I guess they never really talk about it. It's like
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah, I
worth
guess
it.
yeah. Yeah, I think if it reaches to the point of they never really talk about it, I guess that is technically a soft reboot in its own right.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess I mean I don't mind either way if it's a soft reboot. I mean if it's like a soft reboot or continuation because like say if it's a continuation, it still kind of works because the Netflix series they did at least try more or less try to make it relate to the what is it, the movie cinematic universe.
Hmm.
I would know that because I remembered I think an episode of Jessica Jones there's like these two old couples, they were like angry at Jessica Jones because she was like a super powered person, and they blamed those kind of people for the destruction of New York. So that's like kind of like a direct connection. So I guess it is possible if they want to like continue it, but I don't mind regardless. I mean honestly, Charlie Cox as a Daredevil, I think that's already good enough for most people, except for Kelvin. He just said
Yeah,
you.
Calvin doesn't like Daredevil. I guess he doesn't
He
like his
doesn't like
choice.
Daredevil, but everybody likes it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Daredevil Cox, let's go.
everyone, everyone's excited. Hopefully, they don't Disney fight too much. I mean, they're not gonna throw Mickey Mouse into the show, so I think they're fine. Um,
Honestly, I think it'll be on par, violent wise. I think it'll be on par with like Moon Knight, and that's not a bad
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's not a bad thing. It's pretty good. It'll work.
yeah. Even I guess they might CGI the blood out again, like Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah, those violence I think are a good barometer for a show.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I
Not
mean,
sure if I have any more thoughts on it.
no, me neither. I guess we'll have to see furthermore if they give any news. But as for now, it should be exciting.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good news. Yeah, Daredevil and Disney Plus. Wait,
Hmm.
just want to see the news rundown. Are we not gonna talk about the fact that there's also like Cage and Jessica
Yeah,
Jones stuff as
we'll
well?
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. It's in
We'll
the
get
it's
to it.
yep.
All right. So let's moving on from well, it's not. We're still in the Marvel stuff. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes, Marvel Disney stuff. So we're moving on to the next Marvel news, and this one is Marvel has signed a deal with with Stan Lee Universe. Not sure. I think I saw bits of the news. They wanted to, yeah, they basically wanted to make Stan Lee's name into like merchandise and shit. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. It sounds a bit
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah, they've come to an agreement with a Stanley scam to allow it to use his name and likeness in, like you said, merchandising, future films, maybe theme park stuff,
Yeah,
using like digital archive and something like that. But like, yeah, thoughts on this?
I don't know. This is it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Try to like
Yeah.
force a man who has passed away for merchandising, to make
Well,
money off. Isn't that kind of isn't that kind of wrong? Is that
Well, I don't
morally
know if
wrong in
it's
a way?
forced because they come to an agreement with Stanley Scam. So in a way, Stanley Scam is like they sort of agreement with it. I think it's
Yeah,
weird to do it, but at the same time, since it's Marvel, which is like his baby, so yeah, I think okay. I think seeing Stan Lee, and I don't know why, but like merchandising and like maybe even theme park feels a bit less weird. Okay, maybe theme park is weird because there will be someone walking around as dressed as Stan Lee. That's gonna be weird.
yeah,
Merchandising is like I think fine because Walt Disney has that.
yeah,
But like making him appear in the Marvel stuff in the like digital clone is the one that's like kind of it's not sitting with me right.
yeah. So like I don't know, like there's kind of no point on putting him on the movies anymore. Like it's he has passed. I don't know. It's just kind of
Yeah,
like it feels a bit forcing it. I'm not so sure about that. Just forcing him into a cameo. Like, but we already know he's no longer with us.
right. Yeah,
I
like
don't
because
know.
like every time whenever we do the cameo Stan Lee is always like a fun thing of like oh let's find the Stan Lee cameo. This is fun and tongue in cheek. And now it's gonna be
Yeah,
like oh that's a Stan Lee cameo. That's kind of weird. I guess I don't know.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It just doesn't hit right now, does it?
yeah, I mean, I mean, it's good for Stanley's camp, I guess, and their family. They're gonna get the deal and the money and everything. But again, it's just
Yeah.
on a human level.
On a
I think we're in the agreement of
on a
like
moral on a moral level,
moral.
it's a bit off. It's
Yeah.
kind of off, isn't
Have
it?
they ever done? Have they ever done something like this? Like for famous people that like
Wasn't
cause like
there? Didn't we talk about this like news of like way back when? I forgot which episode. There's like they wanted to make a movie starring an actor that has like already passed away like a long time ago. I forgot what it's called. I forgot who the actor was. Can tell
yeah,
you.
I don't remember, but I something like that
But
along those lines. Yeah.
yeah, I thought they
Go
were
on.
talking. I thought that was like the closest like approximation of they want to bring somebody who has already like passed away, but they want to bring him on a movie, and a lot of people like were basically like arguing like, "What this is just wrong. Like you can't just bring back a dead person, but force them in a movie." But I
True.
don't know. It's like it's like out of all the things that's happening, I guess it's not morally the worst thing ever, but at the same time, it's not exactly correct. it's a bit it's a bit mixed here. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, this based on the article from Hollywood Reporter, it says this new deal does not necessarily pave the way for the return of Lee cameos in movies, at least not in the way fans traditionally knew them. It's unclear if the public even have an appetite to see Lee digitally resurrected. I think we answered that. I don't think that's like the public probably. We're public. It's not we don't necessarily need that. And similar like Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing, how they were like CGI in Rogue
hmm
One. Me, yeah, this it doesn't the audience. approval for it, it's not. It will be mixed.
Yeah,
But at least as of right now, the news is like they have the permission to use his name and likeness and his voice. But I don't know if they will. Yeah. I guess
I guess.
if they do like archive footage for like theme park, if they do like a theme park ride, and they do an
Yeah,
archive footage of him like on the TV, that's fine.
that's fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. If it's
so
on a
that's
movie,
that's like
it's only the
Walt
movie
Disney
part
does
that
that
was a
too.
bit off. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But if it's on the theme
I guess
park
we'll see.
spectacle, like yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be pretty cool. Just seeing him talk to you.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we'll see then. That's
yeah, we'll see
more
what
news to
they
come.
plan to do next. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So that's,
All
I
right.
guess, the end of the Marvel stuff, but we're still not out of the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
So many stuff. Oh, because we're moving on to a different IP, a Star Wars update, a Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor. Don't know who that is. Ahsoka, Taika Waititi, Feige, a lot of things
We
happening.
got lots
So
of news. So
what is happening with the Star Wars?
I'll I'll tell you. You tell me which ones.
Yes.
You
I'm
tell me which one sound interesting.
ready.
All right. So Vanity Fair have recently released Vanity Fair, the magazine company, they recently released a photo cover, which is I'll show the cover in a bit. Um, but the news basically shows that it's an exclusive look at the master plan for Obi-Wan Kenobi with Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, Cassian Andor, the Diego Luna show. You know him from Rogue One.
Yep.
He's gonna have a show coming out soon. Ahsoka show with Rosario Dawson and a lot of new stuff. The news also covers. They also covers rumors and speculations about the upcoming films, including Taika Waititi movie that is most likely to be released before Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie. They say that Taika Waititi is working with the screenwriter of 1917, the war film from 2019, uh, Christy Wilson Cairns, and will most likely arrive first before Rogue Squadron with the Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins. It was also asked about Kevin Feige doing Star Wars, and they say that Kathleen Kennedy said that not Kathleen Kennedy. It is Kathleen Kennedy,
Yep.
the showrunner for Star Wars. Basically said that I would love to see what movie he might come up with, but right now, no, there is nothing. There is nothing specifically planned for Kevin Feige to direct the film or produce the film. He was also
Mm-hmm.
asked about Ryan Johnson about his trilogy, Star Wars, and they was asked, and Kathleen Kennedy mentioned that Ryan is currently extremely busy with the Knives Out film. We know one is coming out this year, and we have multiple deals for Netflix, so it's still happening, but it's in the back burner until Ryan Johnson is much more free. And then the big news, which we will cover separately here, but
Yep.
John Watts is gonna have his own TV show set in the like an 80s coming of age Emblem style show set after Return of the Jedi. So, excluding the John Watts news, all the news
Yep.
I mentioned, Taika Waititi, Kevin Feige, Ryan Johnson, as well as the shows in the cover here. Anything excites you?
Um, I don't know why, but the fact that, like, you mentioned, at least now in the notes that you showed us, you've mentioned a Jojo Rabbit's Taika Waititi. Now I kind of want to see a Jojo Rabbit like movie, but set in the Star Wars universe, where there's like this little kid who's imagining he's friends with Palpatine.
Oh my god! Wow, that's actually crazy.
That is funny. I don't know, like he's obsessed with the Empire and all that, and then he sees
It
like
will
Palpatine as
probably be
his
Darth Vader
imaginary
though, because
friend.
Palpatine is not a public figure, so it's
Oh
probably
yeah, that's
Vader.
true. Yeah, so like he imagines Darth Vader as his friend, and it's Taika Waititi, and it's just Taika Waititi under the mask.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but no, but obviously I don't think that's what they're doing.
No,
Maybe
no chance.
you
No
know what?
chance.
We'll never, hey, you never know. But um, I think out of all of it, like yeah, it's definitely that's the news that basically caught my eye because obviously we know that Taika Waititi is a great director, even though he's mostly like he puts a lot of comedy acts into it.
Hmm.
But yeah, 1917 screenwriter. I think I've watched parts of 1917, and it was a pretty cool movie. I don't know. So we might actually get to see like a worthwhile movie. Ever since the sequel, because we all know that the sequel is very pointing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Uh,
yeah, so we might get to see something cool.
yeah, definitely. I'm in agreement with you. Obviously, Obi-Wan coming out next week. I'm super excited for that. They cover a lot about Obi-Wan here. Also excited to finally hear about Cassian Andor show because we know that's happening coming out this summer, late this summer. But they haven't talked about it much. But now we see a picture of Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, and there's apparently going to be like it's obviously prequel because spoiler, he died in Rogue One. Uh,
Yep.
so it's a prequel about his joining the ranks as the rebels, and yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see to finally see a trailer for that or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
they finally talk about it, so that's good stuff.
Wait, so about these news, do all these characters have their own show? Like, okay, obviously Obi-Wan, yeah, that's already confirmed. But so Andor and Ahsoka as well. Does Ahsoka have her
Yes,
own?
Ahsoka have her own show. Mandalorian, obviously, that's Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal's
Yeah,
character,
yeah.
which you mentioned. Andor is having their own show. That's Andor, like I said, Andor, and that's Mon Mothma over there. And this is Obi Wan's show. So yeah,
Hmm. I'm not so sure which one I'm more hyped about, which character. But to be honest, I'll have to say Andor is Christian. What is it? Andor is probably like the least. Cassian Andor, I think is is the least I'm hyped about under the basis that I don't know. Like I don't understand his character as much, and like
yeah,
Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, they're not only are they both Jedi's, but they're also like very like famous amongst like Star Wars characters. And and we did get to see bits of Ahsoka in Mandalorian, and she's very badass. I like it. I like her depiction in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I can rate this real quick before we move on to the John Watt stuff. But yeah,
Yep.
Mon Mothma and Endor, Genevieve O'Reilly, the Galactic Senator, secretly leads an uprising against the Empire. We already know that. Cassian
Hmm.
Endor, Diego Luna, stars as a man who believes in nothing but eventually risks everything to aid the rebellion. Endor coming in summer 2022. Pedro Pascal, aka the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, has an unorthodox devotion to his culture, and he only takes off his helmet on dire circumstances, such as on a photo shoot, as we can clearly
Yeah.
see.
Yes.
Um, season 3 coming out in late 2022 or early 2023. And Ahsoka Tano, Rosario Dawson, the alien warrior, deeply attuned with the Force, but some fans call her the Grey Jedi because she doesn't commit to absolutes like her brethren. Ahsoka is scheduled to premiere in 2023. So yeah.
Damn. There's a lot of stuff coming. I think I'm gonna jump into the Star Wars bandwagon. Maybe next week I'll start watching the entire. Oops, it was the thing. Maybe I'll watch the whole what is it, prequel and original trilogy,
Yeah.
but not the sequel. Please don't force me into watching that. I don't want to.
Fair enough. I'm not
I
gonna
don't,
force you. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't want
talking
to.
about the original trilogy and in the same timeline, let's talk about the John Watts thing. So John Watts is
Yep.
developing a coming of age style Star Wars Amblin, which is like the ET kind of stuff, like the Goonies style Amblin, basically. Uh, but yeah, John Watts, director of Fantastic Four, is gonna be doing that. So I mean, well, no, he's no longer doing Fantastic Four. He left Fantastic Four, and now we know sort of
Yeah.
he's doing this. Um, So, what's your thoughts on this? On John Watts doing this style of coming of age Star Wars series after Return of the Jedi timeline?
So it's set after the Empire is defeated and
Yes.
the New Republic is formed, right? So it's basically same timeline as Mandalorian, basically.
Yes.
All right. Huh. I'm not so sure actually, because we didn't. Well, under the basis that we didn't get much news about it apart from the type, the genre, and because we don't know like what characters there are, whether it's like returning characters or completely new characters, or. But regardless, hang on. What does John wants to do anyway?
The Spider-Man trilogy. Uh,
Spider-Man trilogy, right? Spider-Man trilogy.
yeah,
Shit.
Homecoming, No Way Home, Far From Home. He also did Cop Car and Clown, which are horror films.
Hmm.
Uh,
Alright, so I guess I don't know, I guess based on my knowledge, I guess So what we're gonna get to see like a character somewhat young, and then he's like what he or she they're like gonna go on this like journey or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is. They say that in this
Yeah,
article, they say they're doing a casting call for act for kids age 11 and 12. It's gonna be like an 80s coming of age adventure. I'm guessing it's gonna be closer to like Goonies. Imagine the Goonies. Have you seen the Goonies?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't.
Imagine
Yes.
imagine
Yeah.
Stranger Things in the Star Wars universe without
Oh,
all the monsters, I guess.
oh. I don't know why, but when you put it that way, does sound it does at least sound very original. And it's cool to see that it's happening in the Star Wars like universe, because the Star Wars, as far as I know, the Star Wars like universe and lore is incredibly rich. So there's a lot they could like experiment with and all that. I think
Yeah.
it's you know what, I think if it's like nailed properly, I think it will be very I think it will be very well made if they know how to
hmm
get all the stuff right.
hmm
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Not so
Yeah,
sure what else to add.
I don't have that much thing to say as well. I think the live chat is like somewhat mildly excited about the ambulance style. And yeah, Mr. Blue Bolt, yeah, he did. Yeah, he left Fantastic Four for this. Yeah, I didn't know there was a hate for John Watts. I mean, I like John Watts as a director. I think he's clearly done some stuff. So,
I
and
think
the
he had
coming of age with is really powerful. So with this, I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fitting.
Yeah, so like there's experience. He has experience with this, and he knows how to make like a good coming of age, like character and all that. So yeah,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think I think it should be. There's hope for it. I do hope.
And you, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, that's our thoughts on the Star Wars stuff. So
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
yeah,
it.
just good stuff coming actually. Yeah, and it's a good thing that I recently watched the Mandalorian.
And now we'll suffer through Book of Boba Fett together.
No, I don't want to. I will
Hey,
just watch
hey,
Obi
hey!
Wan.
Mandalorian appears in Book of Boba Fett. If you want to watch Mandalorian season 3, apparently you have to watch Book of Boba Fett. We have to
Oh,
pay into it.
wait. Is
Uh,
the Book of Boba Fett already like finished? Like all the episodes are out, or is
Season
it
one
like
is out.
still
Yeah,
on? Oh, okay, so it's already all out. Okay, I can binge watch it. All right, fine. All right, fine. We'll go watch it.
we'll watch it separately, but we'll suffer through it together.
Ah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have to suffer alone like I did Halo. I'm pretty sure it's still better. But yeah, the Star Wars stuff out of the way, so we have to move on to nothing Disney or Star Wars and
Yes.
Marvel
So
related.
I
Finally,
we got a lot of news. So this is what I decided to do. We'll play a
oh,
game of what you got. So
what you got?
I'm gonna give you, and also chime in. I'll give you two or three premises, and then you have to pick one. Okay.
Hmm.
So the first one, what you got? The Boy season 3 trailer or the Umbrella Academy season 3 trailer? What you got, Ariq?
I got the Boys season 3 because I've never watched Umbrella Academy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it's all about.
You saw the trailer even though you haven't seen
I did see the trailer for Umbrella Academy and I was like, huh?
no one
It's
committed.
like something to do with like I think it is multiverse or timeline related stuff. That's
Seems
what I
like
can
it.
understand. Oh, am I wrong? Am I on the right track here?
Um, so I don't watch Umbrella Academy as well, but this
Oh,
trailer really got me hyped. My former roommate Kenneth, roommate in college, he watched it and he loved it, and I saw some clips of it. So I sort of am familiar with the boys, with Umbrella Academy, and obviously I'm familiar with the boys. Um,
yeah,
and as of right now, my what you got is still the boys season 3. Although I am a little bit concerned because I think we're in a point where we're approaching a saturation point of the trope of heroes doing bad things. The boys invincible.
yeah,
We've got so many of those of like, what would happen if Superman is bad? What would happen if Blank is bad? So we're sort of like it's in the very hot and hot right now. And the
yeah,
stories
yeah.
are pretty still developing, but we might get to a saturation point where it might be like, mm, you
So
know.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
And even in the trailer for The Voices in 3, there are some stuff which I'm like not the biggest fan of. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with Billy Butcher having powers. That's kind of weird to me. Uh,
I actually read about that. I can, uh, to what I know is like at one point in the comics they took like those powers just trying to keep up with the supers basically. But that's all I can like understand from.
yeah, but yeah, I'm still for this segment. I'll still pick the boys, but again, I'm worried about that saturation level of the story of what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do fine as of right now. I don't know how much longer they can do it. But Umbrella Academy is intriguing me. You know, I kind of want to see. I think it's much more whimsical, definitely. So we'll have to see. So it's not like with Amazon Prime. So both of us right now we pick the boys, isn't three?
Yep, both of us under the basis that we don't watch the Umbrella Academy. But I'm
Yeah,
assuming that a lot of people do like the Umbrella. I'm assuming the Umbrella Academy is a good series,
both our
and a
comic
lot of
books.
people seem
Yeah,
to like it.
yeah. I think it's very mixed. The live chat's mixed seems like it.
Live chat is very big, so it's not a civil war, but
Civil War.
it'll lead
Yeah.
up to one.
All
Yeah.
right. So yeah, if we end up seeing one or both of them, we might talk about it in the show.
Wait, the Umbrella Academy, where is that available on
Netflix.
Netflix? Oh wait, yeah, it is. I just checked. Goddamn.
Yep.
Alright, fair enough.
All right. So the
On to the
second, the
what you
second
got.
what you got.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of what you gots. All right.
Yeah. Just way to cram it in. You know.
Mhm.
The second what you got is what you got. Echo, Thor: Love and Thunder, or Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And this is because all of them release new
Oh,
all of them release new pictures for each of them. So I'll show you the pictures for each of them and tell me which one excites you the most. Okay.
fair
So
enough.
first
Okay.
one, Echo. Finally, see the first picture of Echo
Right. Yes.
for the Echo TV show coming in 2023. Aleka Quox, we know her, who is from Hawkeye, coming back in this one. So that's the one for Echo. We got for Thor: Love and Thunder. There is a new photo showing King Valkyrie and Jane Foster, Thor. In there also there is apparently that's Bastet, which is the Panther goddess in human form from Black Panther. So that's interesting that she's in there. So
Well,
that's the
that's
what that's a
cool.
picture
Okay.
for Thor: Love and Thunder. And finally, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. This one is unofficial. It's just a post from
Oh,
Mike Coulter, but he write down LC plus JJ equals to big T's. So
big
you
T's
know,
coffee.
uh, so Luke Cage, Mike Coulter, and Kristen Ritter as Luke Cage, Jessica Jones in this picture. So what you got? Which of these three pictures got you the most excited?
Which one gets me the most excited? But I'm gonna sound like the most like basic the most basic B ever, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Thor: Love and Thunder. I literally just said back in the what is it the She-Hulk trailer. Oh look, strong women. I like look
Yeah,
two strong women,
God.
maybe three actually. She's probably strong.
She's a
She's
Panther goddess. You don't wanna.
yeah, she's
I
the
don't know
Panther
why she's
goddess.
in
Yeah, so
human
she's
form, but
definitely
yeah,
strong.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, those are three strong women. Damn, what more can I ask? What's better than one
yeah,
strong woman, huh? Three, three
yeah.
strong women. But I don't know, like, cause the rest is just like for example, Echo. I don't know, cause like I'm not sure. I've never been a big like hype for Echo. I mean, she was cool in Hawkeye, obviously, and the actress
Mm,
is even cooler because she actually is disabled,
yeah.
and she pulled off all those stunts, so she's even cooler. And the Jessica Jones one, if they're not having coffee, I'm not watching
Not in a Disney Plus show, I'll tell you that. Uh,
it. Yes, I agree with you, Katie. Anyway, moving on. Uh,
yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's what I got. How about you? Huh?
for me, I am in agreement with Katie as well. With the King Valkyrie comment. Um, God, this Tessa Thompson is just incredible in this picture. And I mean, this obviously this one excites me the most because I'm curious to see what happened. Why are they sitting on the throne together? Why is
Yeah.
Boss in there? That's like a mixed mythology that we haven't seen before. And why in
Yeah,
human
yeah.
form? Why not in a panther form? Because in Black Panther, it's mentioned in the animation storytelling in the opening, it's in panther form. So I don't know. Um, but this, I mean, you know my love for Jessica Jones, and
Yep.
this just excites me, especially because they mentioned like the big tease. Like, what
Big
the heck is
tease.
that?
Yeah,
Also,
we
Chio
would not know
Hodari Choker
anything.
is he's the showrunner for Luke Cage. This guy, and he
Yeah.
commented on a picture. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right.
Let's
And
see
I mean,
y'all. Oh, hmm.
and
They're all gonna
obviously,
gather for something.
obviously, with the rumor of the Netflix characters appearing in She-Hulk, maybe Jessica Jones appear,
Hmm.
could be a possibility. So, if I'm being honest, this one excites me the most. Even though it's the only
Hmm.
one that's unofficial, but this one excites me the most.
I mean, no, it makes sense if you're more excited for it because it's unofficial. Because there's more surprise to it. Or you could
True.
actually
What?
get cocked and they didn't actually show anything. There's that. But if there is something they want to show, it could be big news.
Yeah.
Relax,
Yeah,
Naruto.
absolutely. I think the more you say relax in Naruto, the more unrelaxed he gets.
I know that's kind of the point. I am also not relaxed. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
got coffee and I got Thor Love and Mommy. No, not Thor Love and Mommy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think you need to relax, Arik.
Mm.
Yep. All right.
But yeah,
So yeah,
all right, all right.
split. No one picking Echo, but still excited for that show.
I'm excited for the show. Yeah.
Okay, so third, what you got?
What you got?
We got
Wait, what?
Margot of the Caribbean
Oh, these are both
versus
Margos.
Margot 11. And these are because there is two Margot Robbie news at break this week. First one, Margot Robbie and Jay Roach, the director for Jay Roach is the director for Bombshell, which Margot Robbie worked together on with him, as well as I believe he's director of the Austin Powers movie. Yes, the Austin Powers movie and the Meet the Fockers film. That's Jay Roach. So Margot Robbie and Jay Roach teaming up for a new Ocean's 11 movie, reported by Hollywood Reporter, that they're doing a new Ocean's 11 movie. Rumor is it's a prequel to Ocean's 11. So I don't know how accurate that is, but it's gonna be starring Margot Robbie as the lead. So that's one of the news. Versus Jerry Bruckheimer, in a article with the Times UK, confirmed that they are developing a script for a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie starring Margot Robbie, and Johnny Depp will not be involved. So, out of these two news, what you got?
Yikes, dude! I'm gonna have to go with Margot 11 if that guy's not in the Caribbean. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Any further explanation, or just that's it? Just because Johnny Depp is not in there.
Well, to be fair, it's not that Margot Robbie is, like oh, she's not a good actor or actress or whatever. No, no, I'm pretty sure Margot Robbie will perform well in both movies because she
Mhm.
is a great actress.
Yep.
It's just that, just like the only reason I do like Pirates of the Caribbean is because, Captain Jack Sparrow is just too iconic. What is it? Like Johnny Depp is just way too iconic for that. And if he's not involved, kind of what's the point? It's a bit like watching Halo without the Master Chief. Wait, that is exactly what I watched. Shit. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. The thought of a Caribbean Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp is a bit weird. I don't, I don't mind if it's like Margot Robbie. I'm pretty sure she'll do great, but still, it's just gonna be missing something. I'm gonna have to go with 11. Ocean's
Fair. I
11.
don't, I don't know what they're gonna do in Ocean's 11 with Margot Robbie. I guess it's in the same logic of like, oh, what? There's no Danny Ocean, but I guess they already did with Sandra Bullock in the Ocean's 8, so that's like nothing new. But despite how sad I am with Johnny Depp not being involved, because like you said, he's great. Even though every film in the Pirates franchise, his character work gets a little bit worse and worse of how he's written. Um, Jack Sparrow, but he's still good in it, I think. Uh, but yeah, having said that, I am excited more for the pirates because I guess there's more potential to it than just a regular heist film. And like with pirates, I don't know what's going to be. Margot is going to be playing a character. Rumor she's going to be. Have you ever gone to any of Disneyland? That type of pirates ride, either Hong Kong or whatever, Shanghai. Have you ever been?
I've only been to Paris, and I'm not so sure if they had pirates or if I went on it. It's been some time. But why? What's with the
So in the
pirates?
Pirates movie, there is a character named Ginger, I believe. Not movie, in the series, in the ride. There is a character.
Right.
There is a girl character which I believe is in all the rides, and she basically likes makes a rebellion by breaking some of the slave ladies free from the prison. And I rumor is that's what the character Margot Robbie is playing, of like this
That's pretty.
swashbuckling rebel that becomes a pirate that rebel against the other pirates or something. I'm not sure actually. That rebel
Huh.
against the government. I don't know. But that's like basically rumor the character that she's gonna be playing.
I mean, okay, I mean that is a cool premise, like but I don't know, I just have a faint suspicion that it just won't feel the same. I'm not gonna say like the movie's gonna be bad. No,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the movie might actually be very good. There's a chance it might be very good. It's just it's the essence, Albert. It's the
fair,
essence of the movie.
fair. Yeah. So I guess we're split. You're picking the oceans. I'm picking pirates. Uh, as the live chat seems like they are split as well. Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean 2011, and there's a
Mostly leaning
whole.
towards pirates, but they're still sad about the Johnny Depp situation.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
understand. It's very understandable. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I mean, the live chat's talking about the trial. I have a side note. Have you seen anything from the trial from the court case?
I've I've seen like bits and clips taken from other Twitch streamers as opposed to watching it the whole thing myself.
Oh yeah, same. It's insane. Some of the stuff.
It's pretty
Some of the
insane.
stuff is
Yeah.
pretty wild. Yeah. And I don't know how accurate this is. I heard rumors that Amber Heard contract is terminated by Warner Bros, but I haven't found an article about it yet. Maybe I'm not looking right.
Yeah,
So
I've read not read like I've seen like thumbnails on YouTube just saying stuff like that, but I didn't bother checking it out because I might not understand
yeah. All right.
enough.
Anyway,
Yeah. Moving on, all that stuff we're going on to. There's a lot, or it's just the titles are very long.
the titles are just very long.
There's oh okay.
So
So
what you got?
what you
This is
got?
this is just like none of this. I'll give a disclaimer. None of these three relates to one another. I just need a way to put them together. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. That's why we're just gonna put them there.
what you got? Which one? Which news confuses you the most? I guess
Hmm.
that change it up. Which one confuses the most? Riverdale coming to an end after 7 seasons at the CW. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is a comic book based on a comic book, is getting a reboot for Hulu, part of 20th Century Studios, and this is basically it's a comic book series where characters from all types of literature, like Tom Sawyer, Captain Nemo, Dorian Gray, they are all teaming up together in a secret mission. Uh, so like yeah, a bunch of basically fictional characters all combined into one group. They call the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And finally, the Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. They got a casting of some random dude named Tom Bolt. No offense to Tom Bolt, I have no clue who you are, but he's playing Coriolanus Snow, the young Coriolanus Snow.
The president, isn't that it?
Yes, the main character of the film. So, what you got of this weird mix-up?
Well, I kind of want to talk about a bit of them one by one. Riverdale, I gave up on season one after season one because it
Great stuff.
was very weird. Okay, like I mean, to be honest, the first season was actually pretty decent as TV shows goes. But the moment I saw what's his name, Archie Andrews shirtless, I was like, oh, I know exactly which demographic this is for, and it's not
Yeah.
me. So
Okay.
yes, that's Cap. Um, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I actually remembered watching on TV the 2003 one, which was kind of
Oh, you
weird.
have seen it. I've never seen that one.
Oh, it was a bit weird. There's quite a lot of famous people. Sean Connery, is the main character. Um, to be honest, the premise behind them is pretty cool. Yeah, like as you mentioned, they're like famous. What is it? Not necessarily heroes, but like these famous people of literature. Yeah, they
Hmm.
combine into like their own Avengers team, but a lot more elegant. I like that the idea behind that. And this is for what, a TV series on Hulu,
Um,
or is it a movie?
let's see. I believe it's a movie.
Okay. Well, if it's oh yeah, no, if it's a movie, it still works. Yeah. And the Hunger Games, I don't know. I've never really been a part of the Hunger Games, the craze or hype. I don't know. It's just I would remember seeing like the movies, and I was just like okay with them. Didn't think much about it. It was all I can say about Hunger Games is it's better than Divergent. That's it.
Fair. It's not a
So
high
the
bar, but fair.
no, it's not a high word. No. So I guess like yeah, out of all of that, I guess the most intriguing would be the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I don't know. I don't like it that you guys have to keep putting it in initials. Log.
I
Yeah, I
mean, that's
like
fair.
watching Log.
It's a long title.
Log. Yeah, I like watching Log.
I'm with you. I'm probably like a extraordinary gentleman. I've never seen it, so I might watch it because I don't know how good it is. Because I think Sean Connery is in that one, right? Um,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know
honestly, I
how.
thought it was kind of cool, but it was a bit like goofy because it was kind of like old.
Yeah,
It's an old movie, oldish
2003.
movie.
2003 is old.
Yes, Albert, get with the facts. It's like 19 years ago.
Okay.
It's 19 years ago. Yeah, it's very old. Ah, so yeah, that's what I think. I like how a
Uh,
lot of people here just like aren't aware of the Riverdale and Hunger Games stuff.
I know Riverdale is still going. I didn't realize they have 7 seasons.
Time to binge all of it. No, I'm not
That's
gonna.
the news. That's the news to me. I heard some of their later stuff has been like insane, where they go like occultist road with. Yeah, I heard there's like demon possession and cults and like superpowers, and I'm not sure what's going on here. I guess randomly stopped in the middle. I'm going to Wikipedia for Riverdale, like the plot, and one of them literally mentioned um, they attempt to stop the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., but it's unsuccessful. And I'm like,
Huh?
what the fuck?
Huh?
Why is Martin Luther King Jr. in Riverdale? I thought this is set in modern time. I am so confused. Is there time travel involved? What is going on? And then on another episode, it says like they have their newfound superpowers and are weakened by their kryptonite. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Riverdale anymore, dude.
Yeah, no, and at
I'm
this point, I
so
don't think anyone's gonna catch up.
I
7 seasons worth.
I'm so confused. They're going batshit insane. I stopped after season 2, so I last a bit longer than you. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, it's crazy. And Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't know who he is. So, but yeah, I'll talk when there's more news on it.
So we're gonna go with a log for now on.
No, I'm gonna go with Riverdale because it's insane. Like
Hi.
literally, what I just mentioned.
You
Why?
want to know like how can they top what happens in the end? The fucking
Yeah,
universe restarts or something.
I'm so confused. If anyone is still watching Riverdale, please tell me what's going on. Because
We would like updates, and I do not want to keep up with this. I could barely keep up with Halo. I don't even know what this is gonna be about. Oh, I should mention I did remember just one thing I want to bring up from Riverdale. I don't know who that person is, the actress, but she played the character Betty, and she
yes,
I forgot what her name was. um,
Lily Reinhardt.
yeah, her she's pretty hot in the whole gothic makeup thing. I think the fans called her like Dark Betty or something. I saw
She's
that scene. I
okay.
was like, damn, that's pretty hot.
She's okay.
That's
I'm
the
not
only
really.
thing
I'm not.
I got off from that TV series. Everything else is just Archie
I don't
Andrews
know.
being shirtless, and that doesn't get me off.
I don't know why. I'm not the biggest fan of the actress who play Betty. I like the actress who play Cheryl more. But yeah,
Cheryl is the redhead
redhead,
one, right?
redhead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, no. A lot of people like her as well. Yeah, fair enough.
Also, another side note on this, I'm just going through all the different episodes of Riverdale, jumping back and forth. One of them mentioned that they discovered that Alice tested positive for the serial killer gene.
Huh?
What?
There's a genetic that determines you're a serial killer.
I'm I'm so
So,
confused.
like, you go to a supermarket, buy some Cheerios, and then you start stabbing at serial
There is
killer.
there is like
Okay.
there is like gross serial killer, assassination of Martin Luther King, rituals, toxins, superpowers, and this is only all in season 6. What the shit?
What is going on? Dude, what is going
I
on?
want to watch it now. I want to watch it just to be confused.
Oh, but I don't want to keep up. Each season has like 20 episodes. I'm not keeping up with that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
My
Well,
God.
thank God for it ending in season 7. I'm pretty sure the actors are like, "Oh God, our contract ends. Praise the Lord."
I just realized they've been around since like how many years? It's like a lot.
I don't know. They've been. Let me see. They've been around since. Ignore the side announcement. They've been around since 2017.
Oh, okay. So it's still quite far, but
So
not like
7
Game of
seasons
Thrones
since
level.
2017 is a lot, but yeah, the actors are probably happy that they're done with it. I mean, they're happy for the paycheck, but they probably want to do some other stuff as well. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to be known like, oh, I'm that guy from Riverdale.
Oh yeah, the ratings drop. Like, let me share this real quick. Uh,
What is the current ratings? Curious about this. I like how we came
the
off to a Riverdale slander, but that's fine.
like look at how season 2, and then now it's like that's like dropping. Like no one
Oh wait, so
watches
that's
Riverdale
season
anymore.
one. Season two had
Yeah,
better, what do you call it, ratings
season 2 premiere. Yeah, what that
than
season
in
7,
season
season
three.
6.
My
So yeah.
lord, people just straight up don't care anymore. Even the demographic where it's supposed to be like teen girls that's supposed to go all hot for Archie, they don't even care anymore either.
Yeah, I mean, Art Riverdale is definitely not for the Archie comics readers. If you're
Mm,
an Archie comic reader and you say you like Riverdale, stop lying to yourself.
yeah, it's a bit like saying, what is it? I played the Halo games and then say I like the Halo TV series. It's not real. It's just not
Yeah.
true, is it? But yeah, okay. We can move on from the whole Riverdale fiasco. Oh
Tangent.
my
All
goodness.
right. This penultimate, what you got? What you got? The
The
3,000 Years of Longing trailer versus Spiderhead trailer.
yeah. Oh yeah, those are the new trailers that came out.
Yeah, one of them is the George Miller film about
Yeah,
Genie or something. I don't know, coming out in August 31st. And the other one is Spiderhead, starring Chris Hemsworth, coming out in June 17th, so in less than a month. A Netflix film.
right. I think both of them. What I found in common is that I don't understand what's like the whole like plot is about. The 3,000 Years of Longing. What is it like Aladdin, but I don't know, a more adult like rated film or
I don't
something,
know. Yeah.
or and like Spiderhead's like it seems like there's a bit of psychological stuff involved because they're like doing experiments on like prisoners. And also Chris Hemsworth with an American accent threw me off. I didn't know who that was talking.
Not even the
I was
face.
like, yeah, I was like, somebody was like talking. I'm like, who is that? And then I saw Chris Hemsworth. Like, oh, that's him. That was him talking.
Yeah.
His American accent threw me off. So that was that was weird. So yeah, I'm not sure which one intrigues me the most. I guess I would actually say 3,000 Years of Longing. I think that's what I got because I don't know, because like the whole genie stuff, Blue Smith, and not even blue.
Blue Smith.
He's not even blue or Will Smith actually.
No,
He's
he's
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Well, I don't know, like the 3,000 Years of Longing, like it's a bit more mystical and out there, and they even have the previous Sorcerer Supreme as
Tilda Swinton.
cast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
ancient one.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, the ancient one. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The Spiderhead one,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure Spiderhead might actually be a good film, but like I don't know. It's just like the trailer just seems a bit more psychological stuff that I can't.
Fair. I am 3,000 Years of Longing confused me more than Spiderhead. Spiderhead gives me more of a clear of what this film is. It's like experimentation on, like you said, prisoners. 1,000
Yeah.
Years of Longing, it gave me obviously the genie vibe, but I feel like something's not right they jump to different timelines or whatever time periods. It seems like there's like ancient Moroccan or whatever, but like present time. I'm so confused. And yeah, it's from the director of Mad Max and Happy Feet. So um,
Anyway, those two movies have a great plot, especially Mad Max, where they travel out somewhere and then they go back.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna doubt George Miller's mind. So I'm gonna go with 3,000 Years of Longing.
Mad Max Happy Feet, Mad Happy Feet.
Mad Happy Feet. But yeah. Um, by the way, quick question. Taco, you
Oh,
said you bring up Blue Smith. Which one looks worse? During the first time we see it, Blue Will Smith or Green She Hulk?
I mean,
If you
Blue
can
Will
recall,
Smith was
if you can
definitely
recall, because
Blue
they're
Will Smith
definitely
was definitely
similar
funnier.
uncanniness.
I don't know. I think objectively speaking, the She-Hulk looks worse, like
Fair.
CGI wise and all that. But I don't know, just Blue Smith. It's just the thought of it makes me laugh, makes me happy. Throwback to
Yeah,
episode 5.
episode 5. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, both of them give the same uncanny vibes. I just thought of it. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Damn.
All right. Anyway, we both picked 3,000 Years of Longing. Sounds good.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, the last one. This one I saved the best one for last because this one I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, what you got? The Night Bitch or House of Hammers?
Night
Before you say
pictures.
anything, let me explain. So,
Mhm.
an article by Variety explains that The Night Bitch stars Amy Adams, directed by Marielle Heller, who I'm pretty sure directed A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which is a very pleasant film about Fred Rogers. And Mariel Heller is also involved with the Queen's Gambit, apparently, TV show. But yeah, so The Night Bitch is a neo horror thriller which follows a woman who is convinced she is turning into a dog. So Amy Adams is playing a woman who's convinced she's turning into a dog in a dark comedic neo horror film titled Night Bitch. Is House of Hammer, which is a documentary special about the alleged crimes of Army Hammer and his family. And it's a series that examines the different scandals over the course of 5 generations of the Army Hammer family. We already talked about the scandal of Army Hammer and the rumors of the cannibalism and everything. And now apparently there is 5 generations of his family in this documentary. So if you can only watch one of these and not watch the other, what you got?
Uh, can I not watch either? Is that an option? No. You have
You
to
have
watch
to
one
sit
of them.
through and watch
You have
one
to
of them.
sit through and watch one of them. My God, what it sounds so surreal and like creepy. Uh, one turning into a dog, or at least she's convinced that she is. Not sure how the acting's gonna go.
I mean, it's Amy
Could
Adams.
actually
She's
be,
gonna she's gonna do well.
it might be comedic in a way. She just suddenly starts barking and she's like, "Oh no, I'm becoming a dog." I'm not so sure. And House of Hammer. Why does that sound like a rip off of like House of Gucci or
Also
something?
Gucci.
Yeah. Not that I've watched House of Gucci. I don't know exactly what happens in there, but like just think of it as like a weird spoof version where it's like House of Gucci, but it's all Army Hammers. All the characters are Army Hammers. They all eat people, allegedly.
Oh my god. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. It's insane. Yeah, apparently it's like the documentary is gonna have archive footage and interviews from survivors of the family members. Covered the dysfunctional dynasty of the Hammer family or whatever. Um, yeah, I don't even know what the hell. I've never heard that there is 5 eras of Hammer scandal. Um, but yeah, so if you have to pick one and watch one, so which one would it be?
I think I'll have to go with House of Hammers.
Out of curiosity's sake.
Out of curiosity's sake, and it's a bit more relatable since I did threw a hammer inside my house. House of Hammer. House of Hammers.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm actually a bit curious about the whole like that the history of his like what is it, his family and all that. Like when they mentioned that shit, I was like, what, really? This
Yeah.
that's very outlandish, and it's kind of like low key based on a true story kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to read more of the article, but I'm just like confused of what's real and what's not.
Damn. Okay. Like how
But
Katie's
yeah.
very aggressive. What the fuck is these? I have no idea. I have no idea. These are all. I
Yeah.
don't know. These are very interesting. What do you think interest Kelvin most or Teguh? What do you think they're more keen on seeing? I have a feeling they'll be more lenient to Night Bitch.
Yeah,
Turning into a
probably.
dog probably just sounds more weird
I
or
would I would think so.
hilarious.
Um I think I think Night Witch is funny because the fact that this is from the director of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which once again is a very pleasant film, and now there's a new horror film of a lady going insane, thing she's turning to a dog. Like I'm so confused, and it's even
Yeah.
funnier to think about the other movie. Is this coming out this year? Um, I guess not. I don't know if it's coming out this year. But the other movie that currently Amy Adams is working on is Disenchanted, which is a Disney sequel. So now she's working on this. So I just think that's funny. That's like so polarizing.
She was a princess that could talk to dogs, and now she's becoming a dog. Is that it?
Oh my god.
Is this any correlation? No.
Yeah.
Night
But yeah, I guess
Witch.
I'm picking House of Hammer as well because I'm so curious.
That is, it's a bit more curious, yeah.
What kind of scandal range 5 generations of the Hammer family?
Like the first generation is obviously the latest one was the what is it, the cannibalism thing. That's
Yeah.
well, like I don't know,
So yeah,
generation four, it's like
apparently it
something else.
starts with the great grandfather of Armand Hammer, which is
Wow,
it's a oil tycoon family which has controversy in history. Um, yeah, and obviously, Army Hammer have like the acts of violence and are accused of sexual abuse and the cannibalism, obviously.
damn.
So yeah, Phew. Shit, man, that's intense.
Yeah, this movie's, yeah, I think it's gonna be an intense documentary. Was it? Was it say? Is that what it says?
Documentary series, yeah. So it's gonna be it's
Documentary
Tiger King.
series.
It's Tiger King.
Tiger King. Wow. Hammer King.
Hammer King.
House,
All
House
right,
of
so
Hammer.
yeah.
Well,
So we
this sounds
both
like
pick
a
House of
weird.
we both pick House of Hammer.
Yeah. Not to mention that it sounds a bit like a Game of Thronesy in a way. House
Dun,
Hammer.
dun,
I don't know what the
dun,
like
dun,
quote is.
dun, dun, dun,
What
dun,
is this?
dun.
Question of the day. According to Fred Reviews. Let me open this up. Question of the day. In
Yeah,
honor of
as well.
She-Hulk, when is the last time someone else physically carried you somewhere? Shit.
Huh.
Well, it was definitely not a woman.
I Do you have an answer to this?
I remember some years ago, I think my brother piggybacked me. I don't know what the reason was. I think I just climbed on his back.
I don't know if I have an answer to this. I haven't been definitely
When was
not
the
in
last time someone
college.
else physically carried you? I don't think it ever happened to me in college.
I don't know. Like at least definitely not carried like that. Like in She-Hulk, definitely not.
Well, like not, yeah, not bridal style. I don't think anyone has carried me bridal style. I'm way too
God,
fucking fat.
I want to be carried like that. I feel like that's so much. That's so nice. But
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have an answer to this. I cannot remember. It must be so long when I was so much younger. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the
don't
chat
I
can
don't have.
definitely contribute. When was the last time you guys have been carried around somewhere?
Uh,
Oh, we can move on to Naruto's question. That was interesting as well. So
that's our
Naruto
question of the
demand
day.
says, if you can become like Hulk, She-Hulk, what color do you want?
I will go with. I don't want to go yellow. People will just think I'm Simpsons.
Well, just yeah.
Simpsons with
Uh,
rage issues.
if I just keep saying what is it, like my skin
Green.
tone, like don't be a bit, no, just like my skin tone like this, but I'll be as big as Hulk. Like it'll be very uncanny.
Very uncanny. You'll reach the
Yeah,
uncanny valley right there.
I have to pick something. Can I pick like Chrome? I'll be like the Silver Surfer,
What the hell?
but I'll be like the Silver Surfer, but I'm like buff as hell. Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, I'll
please.
just say green. I'll just say green again. Why not? Be part of the Hulk family.
People should have the dog family. Why is everyone all these questions?
Yeah, everyone else shot jamming with. Okay, we'll enter this last week question and we'll wrap up. I mean, I might as well. It's
Yo,
like rapid fire questions of the day.
okay, would you rather Night Bitch or Chris Hemsworth? Wait, no, I'm not reading two at once. No, we already seen this. I said
Would you
Hammer.
rather be a
We both
night
said Hammer.
bitch or a
Oh,
hammer? Be a
like
night
the hammer the thing or the hammer the eat people one.
or part of the family. Let's just assume. Would you rather be a human that's turning to a dog or become a physical hammer?
uh, I think just the normal hammer would be
Yeah,
fine.
I'll go with hammer. I'll go
I
with
don't want to
hammer.
turn into a dog. I don't want to be me and then suddenly become a dog. That's scary.
Would you rather be stuck in a room with Idris Elba or Chris Hemsworth? Last question of the day. Um,
I'd say Hemsworth. Elba scares me, dude. He looks threatening.
yeah, I think Hemsworth will be a lot of fun. I'll go Hemsworth as well.
Yeah, I know Hemsworth can speak Bahasa, so I can talk to him
That is
easily.
true. That is true.
I've seen clips of it on YouTube. He spoke like some Bahasa phrases,
Bro, I
so
feel like
this is
every
pretty cool.
Australian can speak Bahasa, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah, no. Apparently, they were like taught how to speak Bahasa in like elementary.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, they're interesting fact for the day. The-
Yeah. All right. So I think that's the show. We end on we end on what you got, but we end on question of the day. Sorry, we
Question
cannot
of the
answer
day.
when we got
I
carried.
have a
We
f-
don't remember.
Now that the people are doing this, I have a feeling they're gonna do this every week.
To be
Oh my
honest, I've been
goodness.
thinking about doing question of the day to wrap up the show every single week of like, but I haven't pitched it to you
But
guys.
you
So
can't think of like a question to.
yeah, maybe we could like in the next upcoming show if you guys like it, like to because like we don't get to do our nonsense as much. But like this question of the day, like especially specifically this one,
Yeah.
it goes to our personal life and nonsense. So maybe if there's like something happens in the movie news and related to a question of the day that goes to our personal life, maybe we could include it at the end of every show.
I mean, yeah, because and not to mention, I guess we have time that we don't do. We're not doing reviews as of currently.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll
But
think about it. But yeah, but until then, let's wrap up the show. Should I shout out our friends first, or
go
do I
ahead.
want to shout out the friends? You know what? So the person that's not here, you can find Teguh in Japan. I don't know which apartment complex specifically, but
Find
you
him
can also
physically.
yeah, we can find him in Tokyo. You can also find him on Instagram at tg23399. Or you can find him at Tegidu on Twitter and X. I will also plug the good friend Kelvin. You can find him in Bogor, Pajajaran. I'm just doxing him. You can also find him on Kiace27 on Instagram, Disco Monkey, Letterbox, and YouTube. And let me shout me out. And then you can find me on Instagram, Ariq Andria. Find me on Letterbox at Ricky Do. Right, Albert? Shout us out. I mean, you and everything.
Yeah, find me Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Wiradharma. That's where I do all my socials, plugs, and everything. TikTok, everything that Jaw Movies, YouTube, and Letterbox. If you're watching live, you're watching the Jaw Movies YouTube channel live stream. Subscribe, leave a like, comment, share. Thank you for joining us. And Letterbox, find me on Jaw Movies, where you see all my reviews of all the 19 films I saw from the past week. Some that I don't even mention. So yeah, check it out there. And find us on Councilmen Show at Twitter, Instagram, and Letterbox. That's where our socials are. Follow us there. Leave comments, not comments. Interact with us there in all those three socials. And find the Councilman Show wherever you listen to podcasts in Apple, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you listen to podcast feed. Check us out there. Leave a review, subscribe. And yeah, that is all plugs. Don't forget to check out our merch if you want to get those. Once again, tpublic.com.
Yep.
Let's get
Before
rid
they
of
were
that.
taken
Let's
down
let's
by
get rid
random
let's
memes.
get rid of that night pitch thing. Okay. Yeah. check us out in there. But yeah, that's it.
That's it. And with that, I finally get to do my ending. With that, the councilman has spoken. We'll see you on the next episode, which hopefully there's the full cast instead of just the two of us.
Hope so. Peace.
With the broadcast, I don't want to do it.